That fucking bell noise. Yeah, right there, Pudgy. Yeah, right there, Pudgy. Yeah, right there, Pudgy. Yeah, right there, Pudgy. Yeah, right, Pudgy. Good man. I'm a bit dark. I'm a bit dark today, man. Yeah, we'll see how this. Oh no, stream's gonna be great. Thinking out loud, man. I'm still a bit. I drank a lot. I drank a lot on the Saturday, and I'm getting old, so I got mostly got away with it, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna hey, we're showing up anyway. Part of me was like, maybe not today, but as I always say, it's often the ones where I feel a little bit beforehand that end up being the best streams ever. Got pretty smashed yesterday, anxiety hit bear. Bless you, man. Yeah, I fucking, because we had Jake drop in. It was Jake's birthday. Well, we started on the 19th, then it rolled over to the 20th, which is 420 is Jake's birthday. They showed up and we did some games night stuff with him, but I was fucking plastered. I don't know if my guy was steaming, but I certainly was by that point. And I have a weird thing where after in the late night session, when it gets to like late game drinking session, especially when I'm playing video games with people on the internet, my brain just it flicks a switch and it's like, right, I'm just going to be really fucking annoying. That's one of my kind of strategies in competitive gaming. So I was just talking about Jennifer Lawrence movies like incessantly for some reason, and I was spoiling the movie Old Boy to try and throw Jake off because I know he's probably not seen it and he's not going to remember. Like you should never spoil Old Boy. Everybody deserves. But I was telling him the weird things that happen in Old Boy over and over and over again as a tactic to try and break him down, man. Sorry, Kawusko was there for it as well. Shouts out to Kawusko, man. He came back. Whoa, Nero. Good to see you, my friend. Craig as well, man. Yeah, never, honest. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. It happens every time, man. At some point, I'm like, I'm just going to keep on talking like incessantly about the most irreverent things you can come up with. And I know, just like, nobody wants to hang out with fucking people that do that. But I can't help it. Can't help it, man. Can't help it. But I didn't have too much of a hang. Well, I didn't really. I got away with it because I ate so much. But I don't know. It's kind of like I'm waiting for the anxiety to kick in. You know? So I'm just like eating fruit. I've got a disgusting drink. And we're going to do some Final Fantasy analysis, man. We're just going to do it. Because I was hesitant. I was like, man, maybe I should just skip today and work on some bits, but games night was such a fuck. I'm glad, man. I'm glad because the turnout, it was good. No, it was all right. I'm not gonna neg the stream, the games night because people did show up and the people that joined seemed to have a good time, man. And then if there was any sort of audience watching me fucking lay waste to the minds of people in our radius that was in any way entertaining, then it was a fucking massive success. Well, thank you very much. We'll do it again. We'll work out whether we do it by we worked a few things out. So we'll run it weekly for now, and we'll get a sense for it. But no more Jackbox. I decided Jackbox too tame for us, man. We put the crab game on. I was like, right, this is better. I can move around, I can fuck with people. Fantastic. Kuzco, I'm glad, especially if it was your first exposure to me binge drinking on stream. I drank a lot, but that used to be the stream. Back when I was working 6 days a week, I would get fucking smashed every week on stream. And so far when I've done that, I've not had to delete many VODs. I did unlist one of them when I got somebody I'd never met before to admit to something that they perhaps wouldn't have admitted to if they weren't, you know. I'm like the drunken video game Louis Theroux at times. But yeah, I used to add to, when I used to do it on Twitch, every other drinking stream, I'd have to get rid of it, man, because I'd fucking say or do something untoward. Nothing bad, but just like maybe just calm it down a bit, mouse. But hey ho, we got the little boy running in circles, man. He's having a good time. I'm probably a bit big in this corner, to be honest. And I've started deploying some source for some quote-unquote patron content as well, which some of you will have eyes on. I'm just going to be dishing that out for free for a bit. Just wants to find my fucking flow with it, man. I want to join this kid, man. I'm faster. I've got longer legs than you, idiot. Oh, I better get the Jegged guide up as well, actually, because I want to be trying to get the primers and stuff like that. So we've been playing without a guide so far, but I realized that I probably missed an Al Bhed primer or two, which is not the end of the fucking world, but get the Kilika guide up.
First thing you should do is save.
Al Bhed primer. Right then, Kilika time. It's we've got a little bit of a well, I was going to call it filler, but it's just gameplay. So I might talk about mechanics a bit more. Normally we just focus on like the narrative stuff, the themes, capital T themes. It's not your real voice. It's not your real voice. Come back. What have we got? Kiwi, cucumber, apple, and matcha. That's all right, actually. T to D. Whenever I've had a heavy drink, I spend the next week just kind of saying sorry to my body as best I can. So I'm just surrounded by green things. I've still got the apple pieces from the fucking because we got a McDonald's Happy Meal on the stream there.
It's a great blitzer, you know.
That was an event, certainly.
Praying for victory.
And
good.
I ate the cheeseburger and it was disgusting.
Is this right?
And I got the little purple man as well.
Is really the time?
Which he's sat in a box on the shelf now, where he's going to be for the next 15 years until he's worth £7.50. But I've got the apple pieces there, man, and that's it. Well, I do have a Diet Coke, actually.
At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win.
Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me, dude.
Right.
Tempo's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Don't fucking touch me, dude. Don't fucking touch me, dude. I don't know you. I don't know you like that. Don't touch me, dude. Is this guy smashed? Is he the guy that was waiting outside? I don't care if there isn't any food. I just want to stay here. I'm scared to even look out at the sea. I can feel it out there. Can't you? I'm feeling something, bro. I'm feeling something, but I've got to get up and at him, man. I'm a protagonist. You just get to fucking sit there on the floor if you want to, but I've got a world to save, man. Crush that crying child.
Whoa! Whoa!
Brilliant stuff. Well done. That's it. That's it. Salute me. Thank me. Thank Christ for Tidus, man. What's the crack? Potion. Who are you? What are you looking at? I ain't on display here. Go away, man. Could have fooled me. Could have fooled me, but that's fair. Please excuse him. He's been affected by the toxin. So if he says anything offensive, don't take it too seriously. Her buttocks. This woman's buttocks are out there, man. Fair enough. I'm not, hey. I'm not complaining. Right, Killiker. Choo-choos and that, man, but not trains. Oh, shoes rather, not choo-choos, man. Fucking hell, mate. Oh, we got a Final Fantasy VIII thing going on. Come on, brother. Should be like this all the time, man. But I don't know why they did away with that. I know these days, like Final Fantasy 15 and stuff. That's what I think, Nero. It's an excuse for ignorance, man. Oh, sorry, I've been affected. Sorry I said all those things on Twitter, man. Toxins.
To be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
You fucking throw balls at people, cunt.
Then. I just want him nearby.
That's your contribution.
What?
You're 6'2" and you throw balls at people.
It's just that
Everybody else has kind of got, you know.
we're all going to the
Lulu's got a voodoo Moogle doll. And can make fire hands. She can put when she throws hands, things come out of them.
I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
That's all right. Thank you. Oh. We needed that. We needed that. Huge fiend. Got Lord Ochu, man. Optional boss. We're gonna fight him, man. Something is written here. Julie. Let's get into it, man. Warm my brains up a bit. We haven't touched the fucking sphere grid yet either.
Why don't you use Lancet on it?
Lancet? Why don't you use Lancet on it?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals.
I love the sphere grid, bro.
Also uses it.
I love the sphere grids. I think it's as good as we ever got in regards to skill trees, man. I don't know why we ever changed it. I know Final Fantasy really, like the part of the thesis I'm going to establish, and it's no fucking secret to anybody, but I'm going to establish the idea that the further we got from Final Fantasy IX, the further the series lost its identity, and this is why Final Fantasy IX Remake was in that league instead of Final Fantasy 17, which there's no fucking news about. The idea that we're running backwards, we're trying to get back in the womb, we're trying to crawl back into Sakaguchi's womb, man, where things made sense. Because what the fuck, I haven't played 16 yet. If any of you have, and you think it'd be worth playing on stream, because I'm a bit fucking, I thought about it. It's like, yeah, I want to play it, but by the way, I haven't got my fucking ears on, cunt. What the fuck are they thinking? First of all, no, well, Clive, I'm not gonna go off at Clive as a fucking name, because it's not like we had Cecil, we had Cecil, you know what I mean? But Clive, and the other thing is, Clive is just running around the world on his own, man. Like, you doing a partyless Final Fantasy? Unless my understanding of it, because I have a very surface level layman understanding of Final Fantasy 16. I haven't played it yet, but as I understand it, you're just running about with Clive and maybe a dog, maybe his dog as well. And it's like, no wonder you're doing Final Fantasy 9 Remake. You have a quote unquote party, but you can't touch him.
We've had trouble with this one before.
Can't touch him. They watch you fight. Cool. So it's like right. Cool. Okay. It's like not a Final Fantasy. Cool. Cool.
The Ochu is.
Oh well, it has chocobos in it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, fucking right. Right. Big lad. Kamari, I'm gonna try and give you some time, bro. I do like blue mages. Kamari's. you know, I don't. Might just be me, but he never really stuck. Whoa, what's going on over there, man? Right, so this isn't the hardest video game in the world, but I might jazz it up a bit. I might like swap Tidus and Wakka and see what happens. Little things like that, man. Maybe like Auron and Riku, just to see what happens and how fucking just instead of building them on their intended, quote-unquote, intended paths. So we could go straight to Cheer here. I mean, I need to grab Cheer anyway, because Cheer's busted from what I remember. But then maybe grab Cheer, come back here, and, you know, Tidus and Wakka, swap them around, man. I'm not saying go as far as swap Lulu and Yuna, but I'm not saying that either. I just feel like doing something different. I feel like taking advantage of this fucking sweet sphere grid system that we've got, that we never get again. Tommy says, shouts out to Tommy, man, good to see you. I do have some interest in Strangers of Paradise. We'll look to see how Garland came to be on the grandest scale. I played a lot of that, but I burnt myself out because at some points it encourages replaying levels, it encourages grinding and stuff like that. But they start doing some fucking wacky stuff with the plot there, because it's pitched as like a kind of a retelling of Final Fantasy 1. And then something, I think the same thing happened with Bravely Default, although it's been years since I played that. Can I turn off my Steam input for my mouse? It's affecting things, bro. Bravely Default, I don't know if any of you have played it, but it hits a point where it's just like, wow, okay. Something happened and I don't really get it, but it's going to keep on happening. And I never really got past that point. I don't want to spoil it. But they start doing the same thing in Strangers, where I'm just like, well, okay. A bit of a rug pull, so to speak, and I'm just, oh, okay. How do I turn off the, because it's controlling my mouse right now. I don't want it doing that. Don't want it doing that, bro. Calibration and advanced settings. Yeah. Right joystick. No, deadass. I just want like the controls. Deadass just need the controls. Doesn't always do this, Steam. Sometimes the right stick will start controlling the mouse and the fucking right trigger will be like mouse 1 and stuff. It's just a major drag. Right trackpad behavior, fucking none. PS4 controller, edit layout. Joysticks. Alright, stop doing it. I'm not even really changing a setting. Oh no, I'm just doing it again. Fuck it, we'll see. Take care, Tommy. Hope you have a good one, man. Cheers for watching the VODs as well, man. Steam controller. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't do it all the time, man. But, you know, I've got my mouse drifting onto the fucking guide screen. Meeting Onslow. Bless you, man. Bless you, lot. I hope it all goes all right, man. Disable joystick controlling. I've fixed this before, man, but mouse, Steam. Non-control, yeah. Disable Steam input based. Desktop layout, yada. Non-game controller layouts. Sorry about this, folks. I'll only fucking whine about it otherwise. Right. Non-game controller. Desktop layout. Edit. Disable Steam input. Oh no, hold on. Desktop layout, edit, then set the gear on the current layout. And disable Steam input. Do not do that. Aha. Ah, Eureka, okay. Eureka! Right. I say we do it, man. Because I could talk about this for ages, man, and we'll do it as we get going. But what a fucking system, man! It's really, really good for player expression. We can't do much of that at the moment, but I am going to make my first... Oh, no, Waka. No, not you, son. Tidus. You go up here. You grab that. You grab that, Sunshine. That's for you. That's for you to keep. But then we're going to do something a little controversial. And slide back here. Activates ability node, yeah, why not? Cool, we got Jinx. Wicked. That's so based. And then Waka. Waka, you're gonna swap with Tidus. That's gonna be the brave thing we're gonna do on this playthrough and see what happens. And try not to soft lock the whole playthrough. Oh, I can always grind and stuff, you know what I mean? But Kimari, you do things as well, don't you? Scan. Yeah, see, Kamari's like he's not, for him to start in the middle of all of this, I feel a bit bad for the cunt, man. Like, what do I want Kamari to do? I want to make Kamari useful. Let's go. Try to anyway. Blue magic bastard, man. It'd be good too. He's not my favorite by any means. Right. They can't get anything for now anyway, mate. So, Lulu, how are you? Are we gonna swap with Yuna? Is that going to be the base thing we do? I'm fucking nervous about doing this, but... Should we make you into a tank, Lulu? What? Ooh. Yes or nah? Tell you what, because I like Lulu. I want Lulu on the team as much as possible. To be honest, if she can be our... Yeah, I just want to make her overpowered. I just like Lulu, so we're gonna go get a cure and stuff like that, just to be a little bit edgy. Just be a little bit edgy. Lulu tank. Jarvis just said it, man. We'll turn into a bit of a paladin type, man. Yuna, over there. This might go horribly wrong. I take all responsibility. I've never really done it like this, but the game provides it as an option. Hope you're well, Joe. Good to see you, man. So we might as well embrace the possibilities, in the very least. If nothing else, we can say we've given it a go, man. Try and do something a little bit different. Shouldn't there be like a stats thing over here? I can't. Over here? Right, we've got fuck all at the moment, so that at least I don't have to think about it. Good to see you, says Jared. Never thought I'd see Yuna casting black magic spells, but yeah. Oh, keep it interesting. Keep it interesting for the stream viewers, for the viewership. Let's go save before we fight this big bastard. This guy is an optional, but we're gonna do that, man. I don't know if we're gonna do penance. We're not going to do Monster Arena. Here's the deal. I will do 200 lightning bolts, but I'll in exchange, just don't no monster breeding, please, man. I do the lightning 100 times over. I never ever want to do that monster stuff again, man. Oh my gosh, right, do the cheer there, son. Big ups. Oh no, it's alright though, because Lulu has... Oh no, she will have Esuna soon, but she doesn't yet. We're gonna keep her out anyway. Lulu's gonna be our focus, for obvious reasons, I think. As part of this playthrough, we're also going to count how many belts Lulu is wearing. It's part of the analysis thing that we've got going on. I need to I really don't like Lulu. I need to get into the nitty gritty, man. We need to give something to the Final Fantasy X friend base that simply cannot be found anywhere else, man. So we're going to turn Lulu into some sort of crazy walking death tank goddess woman, for obvious reasons. I don't think I need to be too verbose in explaining my reasons for wanting to spend a lot of time with Lulu. That's at least 72 belts. I don't know if any school fairs when you were a kid, it's like guess the amount of jelly beans in the jar. We'll take bets for how many belts Lulu's wearing. You want to get a quick glance? You're not allowed to pause the stream. We'll come back to it in an hour. How exciting. How exciting. A bit dark today, man. This isn't even fully black. It's like the software I use in place of a green screen seems to want to just make me look like a floating head today, so that's kind of based. Shop. Fire magic. Pyaw. Pyaw. Alright, so all in all, in terms of the amount I drank versus how hungover I am, because when you get older, hangovers take a week generally, just to get all of the confusion and the dread, the fear, the horror out of your system. I'm not doing too bad. I should be far worse off, but just today try to do things, it was like, ugh. I made myself finish up that Patreon post, man, because I did say I'd be doing it on Sunday. I should have fucking saw that coming, man. Oh yeah, I'm doing this to be more consistent and reliable and get things out quicker, man. So I'm going to start releasing content on Sunday, he said, before drinking a liter of vodka. What are we thinking of the Final Fantasy X battle music? This is coming off the back of the Final Fantasy IX battle music, to be fair. Which, you know, as strong a soundtrack as that was, and I was never too mad in comparison at least, I was never too mad on the Final Fantasy IX deal when it came to battle and boss music. But it came after Final Fantasy VIII, man, and Final Fantasy VIII is just fucking fire from start to finish. There are hardly any rotten tracks in Final Fantasy VIII. He's sleeping, man. He's sleeping, man. Get man a fucking sippy drink. He's sleeping. Yeah, Kimahri, do the thing if you want. Yeah, Ronso Rage. Ronso Rage the cunt. Ronso Rage him to fuck. Yes! Jared saying, Lulu, the sovereign adjudicator of inviolable fortitude. You shall not transcend her shadow barrier on any day that ends in a Y, cunt. Fucking extra for my brain today, man. That was like reading ancient texts. That was like reading the Quran backwards. I couldn't agree more. She's a exactly. Say less. Don't hit my purple panda friend, Kimahri, or whatever he is, man. I'm a blue tiger. Ah. Oh yeah? What's your deal? My horn is broken. Alright, is that like a penis thing? Well, yes, actually, alright. We'll get to that. A couple of my brethren snapped my penis. We'll get to that. We'll talk about the psychic castration of Kimahri, because that's basically his entire plot. He doesn't fucking talk other than that. You snap my penis. Yeah, we snap your penis. You snap my penis. Now I am here to fight you. Okay, you beat us. Your psychic penis has grown again. I am Kamari. I have my penis back. You are Kamari. Yes, Kamari. You are Kamari. You do have your penis back. That's so great. Is he nearly dead yet? Who's got scan? Oh, it was Kamari that does. That's right. I mean, if we're being, because how does XP spread? Because I could just get Yuna out here, and then everybody's getting XP for this fight, but or sphere points. I don't fucking care. But is that spread kind of like evenly? For instance, if only one cunt was alive and they were to defeat the enemy or whatever, would they get a shitload of experience, or would they get the same amount? I can't remember how this works. Speed up, baby, stop you. I am Blue Tiger Man. Hello. Mario doesn't talk much, but when he does, it tends to be about, like, purple penis. Chapter 12, Kamari, the desecration of the phallus. Gonna do a Freudian reading of Kamari's horn business. I have not been aroused since that day.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
What do you have to do to get a scar like that, bro? Like, who you fighting that's scratching your cheek like that in the same spot in different directions? Jingoism. Jingoism's after you. Sound off! Blitzball! Let's go back and touch the orb, man. Because the orb restores vitality to the tribe. And now we can explore properly. How exciting. Let's get stuck in, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whacker. Aren't you the one who kills bugs? That's right, man. I kill the bugs for you, man. Why do you talk like that? And nobody else in Besaid does.
Sorry.
I watched the movie once. I thought it was really cool, so I started talking like the Jamaicans in it, and it just kind of stuck, man. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, yeah? It's a bit weird. Why does nobody else in Besaid talk like that? Beats me, yeah? Baron. Hey, Tomo, what's poppin', dog? He never left his Snoop Lion face. Oh, that's brilliant. I won't steal that, man. If either of us ever decides to do some Final Fantasy X content, I'll leave that one.
Let's give them all we got.
That's fucking hilarious. It works. So I'm not even gonna. I won't unpack the joke, but that's actually fucking brilliant, man. I'm about to risk at Tesco for the bank holiday. I've been saying Tomo's going down a dark path, and I think it might be too late, man. Just let him do it. Just let him do it. It's all right. Let him make his mistakes. I'm all right, mate. I'm surprisingly not as hungover as I should be. I'm actually all right. Unless it's like it's going to be delayed. Yesterday I was just in bed all day anyway, so it's like I should be hungover. So this is what I do. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm just going to I played Schedule 1 for like fucking 8 hours, and I wasn't even enjoying it really. Just had to get the day over with. But all right, mate. How was yours? How was everybody's Easter weekend? For those of you who haven't yet shared. So I was supposed to go to my mum's, man, in Scotland, but I said I've got to lock in, man. Got a bit of upwards momentum in terms of content, and I'm gonna put the Patreon online, mum. So just cash me next time, yeah. And then all I did, I woke up really late on the Saturday for some reason. Oh no, because I was up all night Friday for no reason. I wrote some Winnie the Pooh content. I woke up, got to sleep at fucking 10:30 in the morning on Saturday morning, slept till 2, and then streamed from 3 until oblivion. So I didn't really get much done, to be honest. I might have written more if I went to my mother's, to be honest, but I did write a think piece about Winnie the Pooh. A bit of I won't spoil a surprise. I have discussed the concept with people on here before. Woo-ha! Y'all gonna make me lose my ball. Week's been exhausted, exporting the vid, watching back, making changes, exporting. Hopefully out this week on very little sleep. Bless you, but grinding out. Is this the No, remind me. I don't even know if you told me what the video was on. You probably did. This is my memory. This is my memory. Jared says, what happens in the 100 Acre Wood stays in the fucking DMC vid. Yeah, of course. It's not a bird, mate. You really are fucking extraordinarily stupid. You really are the stupidest racist of all time. I pitched. You lot will probably see through the facade anyway. But for a while, I was like, I want to make a video, a philosophical deep dive of Winnie the Pooh. And like pseudo-intellectual to the point where it could possibly convince some quasi-intellectuals that it's real and that Winnie the Pooh is some fucking whiz kid philosopher by comparing him to like Hegel and Derrida and all of these mad cunts, man, and like really unpack certain quotes from Winnie the Pooh. Just did like 10 to 15 minute video and then present it as like bait. And people will either get the joke and it'll be funny anyway, or some people will be like, you know what, I never fucking thought about Winnie the Pooh like that before. I'm gonna go tell everybody this like it's my idea, and hopefully just spread this idea that Winnie the Pooh is actually lofty and profound. I'm not saying it's not. I fuck with Winnie the Pooh. I do regard him a philosopher of sorts, but definitely not anywhere close to the level of you know, an analysis of existence as the way I'm going to try and sell it. So I've had to toe the line between not sounding too much of an academic asshat. It's been like, hey guys, I've been studying Winnie the Pooh as part of my doctorate thesis. Diogenes, I'm quite fond of having a smackle of honey. Exactly, man. Well, we break down, but that's one of the things I won't talk too much about because, fuck it, I wrote it at 5 a.m. on a Friday, or a Saturday morning, I should say. So I can't even remember, but we break stuff like that down. It's like, why does Winnie the Pooh choose to, you know, I'm sure people have tried to correct him on this, but he chooses to spell honey, H-U-N-N-Y. And this seems to be a deconstruction, Winnie's methods of deconstructing language, and here's why, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be a good laugh. It's going to be a good laugh. And just to keep me, because it's only going to be 10 to 15 minutes, like I'm trapped in the slight development hell with the Final Fantasy IX script, but I'm just not going to rush it. I do want to make the video, so let's just keep, but in the meantime, we're just going to, we'll have fun with little shorter ones like that, man, just to get my content rhythm up, you know?
I'm fine.
He does it as a conversation starter to lead them into asking if they have any hunting. Oh, we bring out dialectics, because I look like Hegelian dialectics is just fun, man. And you know, he's supposed to be. The reason I got interested in Hegel is because, well, actually, I linked the video for Joe Dane, a guy called Moon Channel, whose channel I really do like. There's a video that I linked on Discord where my guy Moon Channel does the deep dive on Undertale and Deltarune, and he brings up Hegel and he starts going, yeah, nobody understands this cunt. He's so hard, he's so difficult to understand. And me being the pretentious asshole that I am, I'm like, I bet I could understand it. It's fucking hard work, man. I get the basics. I get the like thesis, antithesis, synthesis. I get that, and it's one of those broad stroke things you can apply to pretty much anything if you really want to. But that's a great video, man. Like he really goes in to the point where I have thought, is this a troll? Is he doing the Winnie the Pooh bit with Undertale? But I think it's sincere, man. I think it's sincere because he's never presented himself as doing anything less than sincere, and he's a very, very smart guy. But that video is just extraordinarily good, man. Even if it is an epic troll, he's the only one. He's the only one smart enough to be like, But yeah, that's the only reason I started getting into Hegel is because some cunt smarter than me was like, it's really fucking... No, don't worry if you don't understand this, because to be honest, a lot of fucking philosophy students don't even get it, man. Never studied Hegel, but taught to friends who did. So I pose like I know. Yeah, that's what philosophy is all about, man. It's simply there to be like, nah, actually, it's not. No. Well, yeah, you could see it like that, but I'm trying to get into Derrida as well, because Derrida is he does the Winnie the Pooh bit on other philosophers. He's like, oh yeah, Hegel actually proves his theory of X redundant and using his own logic, and here's why. And it's just like, fucking hell, man. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. It's like, because some cunts just think all day, man. Like, I could only ever recite and apply philosophy rather than come up with my own, because it's like, I can't just sit there and think about, like, you have to, there's points when I'm studying Derrida and Hegel where my brain starts to like tighten, starts to constrict, like, it's like I feel like I'm on the precipice of some greater understanding, but it's fucking hard work. So imagine doing that without being presented these concepts, just going in raw and trying to unpack fuck knows what.
Need a good jolt?
I've got ADHD coming out my ears, man. I've always got at least one thing going on at a time, man. I've been binging Matthew Matosis recently. Less to kind of inhale his surgical perspectives on video game mechanics, and more just to have a monotone voice on in the background. Just keeps me humming along. I understand it all perfectly on shrooms, but I can't communicate it. Then I come down and forget. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know them ones as well. It's like, oh shit. Oh yeah, of course. It's a struggle, man. There's a great new Black Mirror episode where this guy's playing like he's been presented an early build of this like populous like God sim back in the 90s or something, and Black Mirror stuff go. I don't want to spoil it because it's pretty fun. Guy ends up binging acid every day because he thinks that the cunts in the game are talking to him. It's brilliant, really good. That's can't say much, but I don't like spoiling things, man. But it's definitely worth a watch. But yeah, lots of acid, lots and lots of acid. I think a piece focusing on Pooh's relentless pursuit of honey can highlight the undertones of class privilege. Look at this shit, man. He is knowingly reaping the labor with a fellow creature, from a fellow creature of nature. And here's the thing, because he gets stuck. There's that episode, that story where he gets stuck in Rabbit's wall, right? Through his Robin Hooding, and you could extrapolate so much from that in terms of, well, does this perspective on the upper class have the potential to corrupt and to, you know, fucking go anywhere with it, man. That's one of the things about philosophy. You can set your sights on anything and make it more meaningful. It's the same with like Freudian analysis and stuff like that. Posing as a natural threat, the rain cloud, to fool the proletariat beast into believing their sacrifice for the sake of his consumption is an intrinsic inevitability of existence. So you lot will be too fucking clever for me to troll. To be honest, I think most people will get it, but I'm trying to tread that line and make it seem like, perhaps, you might have something there. Because Winnie the Pooh does have some quotes. Can't pull them out of my head right now. He does have some stuff that's like, it's like one of them is like, he goes, "Oh, Piglet, what day is it today?" And Piglet just goes, "It's today." And Pooh goes, my favorite day. Just like, what? Wait a minute, man. Why did you need to ask? Why did you pose the question? you know, I could split my head open on that and be like, well, why did you? Do you have a concept? Do you have a conception of what the present is? Because why would you have to have clarified that today is today when you are existing in this temporal? You know what I mean? It's just fucking. There's a lot of that going on in Winnie the Pooh. It's like, how can today be your favorite day? Like, how do you perceive time, Winnie? How do you perceive time? Go very deep with it, man. Because he's a dunk cunt, you know. We could do one on like Charlie Kelly or something like that as well. It's not as good a bit of bait. I think there's something about Winnie the Pooh that I've always kind of honed in on. It's like, yeah, that would work. And I think, for nothing else, it kind of keeps those gears whirling in terms of analysis. Because a lot of it is just being like, well, that could mean this, regardless of whether the developers meant it or not. And I can rationalize it because collective subconscious and the times that they live in, the culture that they live in. I know. But he says, man, I love Winnie the Pooh. I remember crying so hard at the I'll always be with you speech. There you go. It gets to right in there, man. Yeah, I am a long time fan of Winnie the Pooh, man. Like, but I say that I don't have like Winnie the Pooh posters up and stuff, but maybe I should. Just always clicked. I don't know, and when he's doing the think thing, that's what Derrida and Hegel do. They fucking go think. You know, it's not too different. It's going to be played as a joke, but the best lies have a nugget of truth in them. Wacker, tap out, bro. I need to get Yuna on the conveyor belt a little bit. Yeah, you go get him, girl. Go on. Fucking brilliant, man.
Guardians handle the likes of these.
What are you gonna do? I'm sorry. I think I've broken the game. Oh yeah, cast the same. You did less damage, Lulu.
I'll handle it. Step aside.
All right. Gatekeep much? Don't think you will. Go on, Yuna. Go on. I propose, yeah, man. We need to. Maybe we'll do some. Maybe for a bit of merch, we'll get a Winnie the Pooh quote on there, man. And then like some sort of arcane-looking alchemical diagram. Like the. We'll do some sort of alchemical breakdown of honey or something. Just make it look fucking like wow. We've got like a boss or something coming up. I can't even remember what the boss is. You all right, BB? Can't even remember what the boss is, bro. But oh, sorry. Right. Well, I guess we'll get Lancet with Tidus. The OG Pooh is clean as fuck. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll do something there, man. Funny little in jokes for the merch, man. That's a power play. Changes empty node into a nah. The baby's not been well, so she's been doing big sleep, man. Right, go on, Yuna. Go on. Put them all to shame. You do what you want, princess, and we'll support you. We're out of ability spheres. We move. Lulu's after you. You get Esuna. We'll have to park you there till we get some ability spears. I don't think we really need Lancer on my guy. So let's just fast track you over here, Waka. Virgin the fuck out, yeah, man. That's it. Like I said, I'm very nearly didn't show up today. I was just like, oh, fucking hell, guys. But that just be, I'm functional enough to do the stream, man. My brain is not working today. So anybody who's got a less than functional brain today has nothing but me sympathy or empathy. Haha. Yes. Who getting stuck in the wall can be considered a masterclass example of writing the psychology of a character. His gluttony is so insatiable, he's trying to be in two places at once. Profound. Profound. See, I wouldn't be able to pull the wool over your eyes, man. You're too smart, man. My viewership is too smart. It's only those unwashed, non-regulars that are going to get fooled by it.
Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
What, are you going to...
Race, huh?
Oh, I thought something else, man. That's not the laugh that I do when I'm going to be racing, cunts. Save that for darker purposes, man.
Ready?
No, but really, come and do it properly. Well cheating. It says, I see Pooh being stuck in the wall as a warning of the excess of generosity. Rabbit, in indulging the beast, ensures the beast never leaves. It becomes part of his home. Fucking fire. Absolute fire.
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Bravo, mate. Bravo. So good. I might have to steal some of these ideas, man. I'll put you in the credits as like Dr. Jared and Dr. Nero, University of some fuck. Need Winnie Skin in Oblivion Remastered. That's pretty esoteric as well, to be fair. Yeah, where's that? What about Elder Scrolls 6? I guess what I was supposed to think about that. And he's man-made. He's man-made as well, man. He's not an actual bear. Cunt's got stuffing in him. Cunt's got stuffing in him. So, you know, we made him. Any part of his. If we discover that any part of Pooh is tainted, if it's tainted Pooh, that's on us. I'm not gonna be able to do this, man. Didn't even try. I should have at least tried, Moose. Pooh and Rabbit, the glutton and his enabler, share a delicate symbiosis, a ritual of excess where indulgence is both the offering and the altar. Fucking hell, man. Starting to think I might have to make it more academic and impenetrable now, because for a bit I was like, nah, we have to make it a little less. We can't make it seem like we're going overboard and just being deliberately impenetrable with like the language and stuff. Central University of North Texas, Department of Pooh Studies, yeah, University of the 100 Acre Wood, or some sort of synonym, some sort of switch around. Something, my brain, my poor little brain can't do these backflips, it would appear today. Pooh Studies I like. I'm glad you're on board, man. It's a concept I've had in mind for a while, and if I don't go too far in it, man, it's just a 10 to 15 minutes just to keep me, just to help me warm up on editing and stuff like that. I think it'd be quite funny. I saw some posts about the Pope dying of cringe after meeting Vance. Didn't think much of it, but then I saw on the nose. Is it that the Pope is indeed dead? Is he? Good. Pope Francis death live. Pope Francis death live. I know what they mean, but Easter Monday, cunt. Oh, brilliant. Oh God. Bear Winnie the Pooh theses on. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there are to be. It's well-trodden ground amongst philosophy students. Don't piss on my fucking P-raid, man. I'm gonna have to read them, man, to see if they. This is what I mean, man. I hope they're all genuine. But because why else are you gonna do? Fuck. Well, that's what I'm doing, though. But I'm not releasing. It's all right. No, this is good. This is good. I assumed it would be to some degree, but it's like, well, how serious could have taken it? Because my whole point is using it as a framework to prove that you can really if you want to be a pseudo intellectual, you really can just go out and do that. You can if you learn enough jargon, you can extrapolate meaning from fucking anything, man, or nothing. You dig? Which is exactly what we're doing on the Final Fantasy streams, man.
How about magic?
Although we've not done any of that today, man. Now you know that it's all just fucking. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's not. None of this is real. Got him. Waka, play backup dancer. Oh no, we've got none of that. And I didn't even learn Cure with thingy yet. So nice one, Moose. Nice one, Moose. Overdrive. Huh? Fucking idiot. Idiot. Open up! Oh, you nasty. Ugh. Yuna, do your darndest, girl. I just appreciate you being here, man. That's it. That's not bad, actually. Tidus, you're up. You're up. Bumfluff, you're up. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. We will get through this, gang, without any restoration stuff, man. We'll be all right. We'll manage. We will just have to manage. That's the stuff. Oh, that's the stuff. Lulu, risking up. I should probably get you out of there for now. Get Barney in there, man. He can suck him off. There we go. Leave Tidus out of this, dog. Oh, that's all right. You just keep frontlining it. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care, man. That's it, Kamari. Do the thing there. Tidus, hit it. Actually, you're gonna die, cunt. Yeah, forgot how much poison does in this game, man. It's a fair amount at these levels. Staccato's after you. Oh, you do have oh, fucking hell. Wake up, Moose. Wake up! Right, Final Fantasy X, it's very good. Very good aesthetic game. Yuna. Red Mage in the making. Fucking yes, boys.
Yeesh.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Guardian's tiring.
That's why they were laughing like that, man. They try to break him in.
So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had
Waka.
talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
I think that.
But he says, can't wait till we get to Seymour. It's a very cool look later with the fucking Seymour Flux is after you. Severe difficulty spike, but yeah, I do really like Seymour. And in terms of the whole religious, the whole priest thing that he's got going on, there's a good bit later on. I won't say the specifics because we're probably not too far off, to be honest. Where Seymour says something and Waka says, well, excuse me, but I'm sorry if I'm speaking out of place, but you shouldn't, a maester in your position shouldn't really say that. And Seymour just goes, pretend I didn't say it. Just pretend I didn't say it then. Nobody really knows what to say. It's not like it's the smartest thing in the world, man, but it's just like, what the fuck? What, you're supposed to be holier than thou?
They got fiends in Xanarkand
He
too.
will fuck your girl, absolutely.
It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking.
Always, man, just
Maybe
what?
people Sin gets to don't die.
Oh, God.
Maybe Sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Cope.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
Hmm?
You make up one theory after another, refusing to face
He's a very good Final Fantasy villain. He toes that line really, really, really well.
to anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing.
He's like
No
a
matter
smarter
how much
Kuja.
you want it, no one can take Chapu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's
Tell him.
pointless to think about it. And sad.
Tell him.
I could never be what Chapu was.
Reality check.
Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chapu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Let's have a chat.
You so are talented, man, playing Blitzball and fighting like that.
So this is the place honored in remembrance of High Summoner All Halland. Makes you kind of nervous, yeah? Don't be picking up ticks from Wackerman. I know you look up to him, but he's a numbskull. I'm going to pray real hard so that Sin doesn't come back here.
Climbing these ghost stone steps every day has kept me in shape. Haven't caught a cold in years.
I haven't caught a cold because you live in a tropical paradise.
I heard famous people come here.
Where could they be? Oh, we get introduced to some of the meanest people in the video game. It's a double whammy for mean people. We've decided to leave Kilika and look for a place without sin. Who knows if we'll ever find it? Try just anywhere as a starting point that isn't actually on the sea. I don't know, man. I don't live in this world, and it didn't take me long to fucking think of that. Really, if sin comes from the sea, the old beast from the sea there, the old beast from the sea trick. You've had a while, man. You've had a while to think about this. We're going to visit the temple one last time before we leave for good. Look at that orb, by the way. Which orb? Oh, there's many orbs, don't worry. If you like your orbs, you're in fucking luck. There they come, man.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
Yeah.
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best to...
Look at this shot, man.
It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up? This time we play to win. Ooh, play away. Just remember,
Ooh.
even kids can play, boys.
Ooh.
You in the finals?
Are you coming on to me?
We'll
It's alright
be-
if you are.
We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
Kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Ject. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Couldn't be. Nah. Sorry, nearly had a breakthrough. But nah. So, Lulu acting as some sort of gatekeeper, man. She's the epistemological gatekeeper of the fucking Guardian Party, man. Waka goes... Sin might be sending, pardon the pun, people to other times rather than just killing them. It's kind of motivated reasoning, confirmation bias, which has only really been able to come about because Tidus was here, and it wasn't a belief that he had immediately. We all know Waka is an idiot, and he's gullible. That's why his faith goes so deep, man. But he's forming beliefs based on emotional needs rather than evidence, right? It's the way humans create comforting explanations when confronted with unbearable realities, man. It's only natural, like, but it is, a bit of a stretch. So Lulu shuts this shit down, and even shuts down Yuna, because Lulu knows Lulu's probably the smartest in the party, and she goes, "No, your fucking brother's not coming back." And Yuna, because I know you're naive too. Don't even think about thinking it. Your dad's not coming back either. Epistemic authority, man. It's someone who regulates knowledge within a community, so to speak. So, Lulu, in contrast to Waka, appeals more, we could argue, to like observable evidence or lack thereof. But she's still faithful too, right? It's falsificationism. Falsificationism is the idea that meaningful claims must be potentially disprovable, right? But beyond just correcting false beliefs, Lulu's intervention kind of has ethical qualities to it as well. She's crushing Waka's speculative sort of comfort, man. It's this like spiritual grooming process that he's got. The idea that nervous people engage in like grooming behaviors and stuff. It's the psychological, philosophical version of that. But she comes down on him like a pile of bricks, like cruel compassion, preventing the greater harm that false hope would create. But she is kind of exposing herself a little bit as well, because she, based on what we're going to find out later, without spoiling anything, while spoiling something, she falls under the purview of this umbrella of falsehoods and conditioning herself, right? So her coming down on the party like that really is a way of protecting herself more than anybody else. I mean, obviously she's looking out for everybody. She's not to see you next Tuesday. She's a bit stern, a bit stoic, but she's not an asshole, really. But I think as little vulnerability as a lot of people might think Lulu shows, I think that whole spiel was pretty vulnerable, especially for her character. It's like, no, I can't have this, man, because I can only cope under these constants and allowing for certain variables. But we've been doing this for a while, man. So let's not complicate it further, because I need to feel safe in this little, let's just not flip the epistemological script too hard, boys. I really like that, actually. It could be some sort of... Yeah, I think in the case of Yuna and her... and Lulu cutting her off before the words can even leave her mouth, before the thought can really enter her brain, because Yuna, smarter than Wakka, but she's a bit of an airhead at times as well, but I don't mean that in a necessarily demeaning way, but she's embracing this full force, man, and she is kind of presented as being a little bit naive in an innocence sort of way, man. She is the innocence of the group, man. She's the white maid, she's the summoner archetype. Having Lulu give Yuna the option by omission, saying, don't even think about the possibility of your dad coming back, it's not going to fucking happen. It kind of maybe highlights that Yuna's faith is already in flux in some way. Lulu's comprehension, or Lulu's observation, or just knowing Yuna and feeling the need to cut her off like that, implies that Lulu might have been the one that has been kind of hammering down a lot of these ideas of faith, and that Yuna is still a little bit naive to certain things, and her faith might already be in some kind of flux. Like she's open to other beliefs, whereas Lulu is pretty set in what she's been conditioned to believe, man. I think it's a really fun little scene. Doesn't tell us too much. There's a lot of show don't tell sort of stuff through the dialogue.
May the Kilika Beasts win this year's tournament and serve as a sign of encouragement and hope for the people of Kilika.
Kilika Temple is like the Temple of Fire. Even like the Cluster of Trials is engulfed in flames. Those who disobey the precepts and enter unsanctioned may forfeit their lives. You got the hooker going, man. I see.
I'm supposed to study real hard and become a...
None.
Well, I just want to run around playing on the beach.
You don't play on the beach.
Guess what? I really like studying the scriptures. The monks give us lots of sweets if we study hard.
Bribery. Condition. Pavlovian conditioning of the youth. Done your scriptures? Have a bonbon. That's revealing. I like that. Man, it's so fucking disgusting. Why? Because we have elements of faith. Sorry, I did faith with a TH. Of faith in other Final Fantasies, but monotheism isn't really a thing in Japan. Like, last I checked, and this would be like 5 years ago, it's only 3% of Japanese that are Christians or, have some sort of monotheistic belief. So I really, really like Final Fantasy X because I grew up in a monotheistic culture. You lot probably did as well. Went to a Christian school, Christian primary, Christian high school, and we do the whole song and dance. My grandma, church goer. I've received communion. I've done all that stuff. Just didn't take. But I've always been very interested in this whole god business. But like I say, it's never really been done too hard in Final Fantasy games. And generally when the Japanese invoke kind of monotheistic beliefs and religions and whatnot in the games, it's to represent the alien other, capital O other, or because they think Christianity is quite creepy a lot of the time. A lot of the quotes that you'll see in can't be, this will have come from. No, this would be Evangelion actually. I know, you know, because I was digging into some of that, and it was just like, well, why is it so fucking massive on the Christianity themes? Because I'm really into like the Christianity themes, the mythology of it all, and the explanation, as far as I can remember, was just like, well, we find all that stuff a bit fucking weird and alien. So normally when Christianity is invoked, it's the same with Genova. It's representative of the alien other, or the West, basically. Something. A lot of these will be kind of analogues or allegories for the West imposing and threatening Japan to trade or else in the Meiji Restoration era, man, which we talked about all the time in the Final Fantasy VII playthroughs that we did, because it's all over the place. Like Genova, Shinra are, you know, the kind of part and parcel. They are a corruption that is alien and both alien and realistic, you know, but they are both kind of vivid representations of the quote-unquote West, and the shaking of tradition and corruption that they kind of put on to the Japanese symbolically. We get a lot of that in games like fucking Persona 5 as well, or probably all the Persona games, but Persona 5 is very obvious with it. It's why I go to that one generally. It's got like the Holy Grail, God of Control. They've got a lot of Jungian themes in there as well. Very surface level stuff. It's not hard to do a philosophical reading of Persona 5, but that's kind of what makes it so good. Because all of these examples, you can just, right there, they can't lie to you. Generally, the use of young protagonists in fantasy games or in a lot of Japanese media is the idea of like a youthful rebellion, something that's going to threaten the status quo of this collectivist society, because the adults are so kind of embedded into it that, and they need to remain that way. Like, it is incredibly collectivist. You don't want to stick out at all, really. The general collectivist vibe in Japan is pretty oppressive, so they generally use themes, these young groups of misfits, as a bit of a metaphor for the things that wish fulfillment. It's power fantasy, like, you know, but on a societal level a lot of the time. Grusko says, ran into this a lot as a kid. My mother is very Christian and my father is very Muslim. Oh, interesting. So I got this weird dissonance of the two belief systems being so similar, and so they all come from the same root as well, which I found is really interesting. I still need to read the Quran myself. I do intend to. My last boss was Muslim, and I used to talk to him about this all the time. I was like, I'm not too spiritual or faithful myself, but he would just fucking love to talk about it, and I'd be like, fuck. It's really fun to talk to people that do have really ingrained faith, and I find it is more the Muslims that are onboarded and willing and excited by discussing their faith. And you know, regardless of whether I or anybody else thinks religion is whatever, I'm an agnostic, because I used to say when I was a teenager atheist, but now I'm agnostic because the possibility spectrum, you can't really be too sure. Like our scope of understanding is minuscule, well, less than minuscule. We really aren't wise to anything. That's why we get so stressed on our planet and start doing mad stuff, because we have to find greater meaning and stamp our feet and be like, we mean something, we're right about something, because really we're all fucking scared. And no, we don't really know anything. But if we create all of this noise, it's almost as if this is the only thing that matters, right? So whereas I used to say atheist, these days agnostic, and it's not like a like monotheism or anything like that. It's just leaving some space to still change my mind. Well, not necessarily change my mind, but yeah, I don't think anybody should really double down on that stuff, because I do think a lot of it is organized religion. You live on that side of the river, we live on this side of the river. Tower of Babel, I really like all that stuff, man. I'll talk about that at some point, because I remember I was tripping on DMT a little bit in 2023. I was watching some videos on Metal Gear Solid, and something came up about the vocal parasites, and I was like, Tower of Babel, man. And it was at that point I was like, okay, I was at that point I was like, I can connect anything to the Bible or to the Quran. Everything in terms of storytelling or something all goes back to the Bible in some way, shape or form. I don't necessarily believe that when I'm not tripping, but we see a lot of these themes kind of recycled over and over again, whether they're meant to be or not. It's this idea of the collective subconscious, right? We're all coming from the same conditioning in terms of overall global history and stuff. You know, we all come from the same past to a degree, societal differences, cultural differences aside, you know. But yeah, you're right, Kuisko. The concept of turning the holiest of holies into team sports feels weird. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's like, well, like you can preach love and all the rest of it, man. And then it's like the Crusades, and you know, the kind of Crusades are kind of still happening in a way, or under the banner of, sponsored by. Nice world building idea. Like sponsorships. Endlessly fun to think about. I can never take it. Never took with me. Don't blame anybody for holding down a faith, though. I'm almost jealous in a way.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
Standing what? Well, here's the thing, man. You got to respect my belief as well. I'm stand and watch, cunt. Convince me. Yes, Donna.
A summoner, are you?
My name is Yuna.
Side-Eye Supreme. Here she is, man.
Donna.
Look at this.
So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name.
Daughter.
My. And all these people.
My, what a rabble.
My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
I only have.
Who's sizing up the cunt? This is Kamari. Kamari's got little penis syndrome. Like, I'm telling you.
So many guardians.
Like, why is he sizing up, man? Are you fighting each other? What are you doing, Kamari?
More so than being.
Like, they weren't a threat. They're not threatening you.
I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
What was that, Kamari? Would you relax?
You want, Bartello, we're leaving.
Oh, we got.
A guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me? What's she smiling about?
She's not. She's fucking barred out, man. She's been on the Zannies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hegelian dialectic time. This is the part of the stream where we apply philosophical concepts in a very broad stroke over things in the video game that don't really warrant a deep dive of this degree. Lord Braska, selection of 2 guardians, Jecht, Orin. It's a dialectical triad. Each member embodies very distinct philosophical principles. Let's start with thesis, right? So Orin would function as thesis. Rigid adherence to tradition and duty. He's got this warrior monk background, and he reflects that stoic discipline, unwavering commitment. His stoicism isn't necessarily emotional detachment, but it's kind of like rational emotions. It's focused entirely on meaningful ends, which would be protecting Braska. The antithesis would be Jecht, chaotic, rebellious, against convention. He's brash. He does have a reverence towards Yevon's customs, but it's kind of it's more Nietzschean than a lot of the others. It's like a Nietzschean skepticism towards established values. Later on, we're going to get Orin scolding Jecht for a few reasons, and Jecht's going to say something to the effect of, well, why can't it be both sacred journey and adventure? So in this theory, in this broad stroke application of a Hegelian dialectical triad, we'd have Braska representing synthesis. He balances spiritual authority with human compassion, right? He's kind of a disgraced priest who married a woman. No, sorry, that was a blank. A blank woman. He's not a disgraced priest because he married a woman. But he embodies somewhat, and we're going to get back to this with Yuda as well. I already started talking about it. It's kind of the reconciliation of opposing forces. How interesting. It's just what we were talking about, man. So his willingness to do the things for Spira is kind of your boy Immanuel Kant, and it's what Kant would recognize as perfect duty, quote unquote perfect duty. It's obligation that transcends personal desire, which is what Yuna is immersed in as well. So this trinity, very effective trinity, man. It's it's almost a shame we didn't get, and I know some of the fan base has been kind of calling for this prequel. It's this trinity achieves this minimal viable team. It's the 3 is the least amount that you need for a team. Arguably, it's small enough for intimacy, but it's kind of diverse enough for complementary strengths. So Braska's pilgrimage succeeded, arguably, in defeating sin temporarily, precisely because, or potentially, I won't say precisely, those sort of philosophical tensions create a nice dynamic balance. Braska chose quality over quantity. It's a nice rounded balance, and that's how we apply Hegelian dialectics to fucking anything. Pro Panda plays. It is true, I do have a remarkably small penis. That's what makes it special. I hope you're well, my friend. I need to go to the bathroom and stop eating grapes. I'm just gonna skip to the loo. It won't be a second. So I'm gonna go cry because of what Pro Panda said. Thank you very much, Pudgy. Gotta give something, even if it's little. Gotta give something to the Patreons. Pro Panda, I hope you're all right, man. I don't think we've seen you since was it Rebirth? We're back on our Final Fantasy-ish, and I'm gonna be putting Final Fantasy 6 up for a vote or something, and potentially 4 and 5 as well, because we're otherwise we're kind of reaching the end of the
trials.
the end of the Final Fantasy analyses, which is sad because I have a lot of fun with these. But
Strength, everyone.
after 10, I'm not really fucking interested, man. We might do 16 because I've not played it yet.
Ah! Hey, what gives?
But you know,
You're not a guardian yet.
so we'll be doing what Square is doing, and we'll be going backwards potentially.
Okay?
Oh, sure. Soon. Like tomorrow soon, I bet.
We're just gonna go down anyway, yeah? Sacrilegious. Sacrilegious.
Where's Yuna?
Yuna. Oh, welcome back, Tomo.
Are you here?
Hey, I'm not a guardian, so I'm not supposed
I'll
to...
be all right, man. I'm glad to see you made it.
Not a guardian, you say?
But he says, as much as I love 12, I honestly don't think you should stream it. 13 would be fun to see those. Oh, to be honest, 13 might have some really... Because that veers on into a lot of spiritual, religious stuff as well. That might be more fun to do for the analysis than certainly for any of the fucking gameplay. I'll keep an open mind. Because I've not actually played it all the way through to the end. I know everything that happens because I have watched a few videos on it, but yeah, man, I always lose interest at the same point. But if I can fucking mouth off during, aesthetically it's nice. Like the music's very nice. Characters are okay. Like the character, it looks like a Final Fantasy party. You know, I think I have to go inside, man.
Only guardians allowed. And I'm sure no guardian.
Maybe stream would be the best place to do it, man.
Well, I guess it's too late now.
Alrighty. So, hold on. The Pope died from... What did he die from? Did he just die of age? Stroke or brain hemorrhage, maybe. Cringe, he died from cringe. Perfect. Oh God, is it really called the Pope-mobile? All one word? That's funny. It's really called the Pope-mobile, one word. Okay. That's funny. Right. Let's get a wee little guide up because I think I missed the bonus prize, the Happy Meal. In the the Besaid cloister. I just love the word cloister. Killiker Spiel.
Well, Killiker Spiel dedicated worm to the server.
In the next room, you'll find a pedestal as well as a sphere-shaped recess. On the far back of the room, place the Killiker sphere in the recess, and the glyph will appear. Fucking buzzing. Get it in there, man. Shove it right in there. Shove it right in the slot. You can't touch it until you remove the flaming Killiker sphere, so take it out and place it in one of the recesses on either side of the cunt. Like this. Enter the flaming room. Hey? Alright. Stroke from what I remember. But yeah, he was old as fuck. It's like 88, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oops, I've gone off script already. You can't touch it until you remove the flaming Kilika sphere, so take it out and place it into one of the recesses on either of the two side walls. Then touch the glyph that appeared on the... Okay. There we go. Touch glyph! Touch cloth. Enter the flaming room and remove the Kilika sphere from the recess on the east wall. Take it back to the previous room and insert it into one of the recesses in the side walls, the opposite one that you put the previous Kilika sphere into. Oh, bitch, because I took out the glyph sphere. So I'll get the glyph sphere. Fucking hell. I feel a lot better than I did when I started the stream, man. Like, just the combination of green foods and Hegelian dialectics. Once again, those fucking sweet dialectics. They come through every time, man. Just feel renewed, rejuvenated, man. Tomorrow I can crack on a bit, man. Go back to the previous room and grab one of the spheres into the pedestal and then push the pedestal into the switch that you fucking did the thing for, you big bitch. I don't know why the guide said that, but... Tidus, would you ever fucking stop? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. There we go. Way harder than it should. Oh, no, we have to do it again. Tidus. Oh, D-pad job for this, I think. I've got the fancy schmancy analog sticks, but it doesn't mean we have to use them for everything. No, keep going. Keep going, cunt! Tidus! Well done, son. Look at that. Fucking flying. Absolutely flying, mate. Get that shoved. What was in there? Oh, yeah, destruction sphere. Yeah. It is. No. Tip. Well done. Now go down and retrieve the Kilika sphere that used to be in the pedestal from the wall. Now go down, retrieve the Kilika sphere that used to be in the pedestal from the wall. Ah, right. Well, yeah, okay, I guess it did actually move over. Insert the sphere into the door at the back of the room, which will cause it to light on fire, but don't go in yet. Oh, it won't open all the way yet. I'm just using a guide to simplify this, man, because we'll be here twice as long otherwise if I'm trying to get the secret bits. Go back, grab the fucking thing, and insert it into the recess where the Kilika sphere used to be. It's fucking very, very intelligent, man. Lara Croft, eat my ass out. I actually reached over looking for a doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo noise on the soundboard, a little Zelda thingy there. But I don't actually have it. Don't actually have that on there. Red armlet. Red armlet's after you. Right, we've done it, I think. Go back up to the door at the back and remove the sphere. Got him. Got him. Cool. Venus, you're not supposed to be here, man. God's gonna be pissed off. God's gonna flood us, man. You better start building a boat.
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Consequences.
What consequences?
By who?
Just wait.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh yeah, that thing, right.
The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin.
It's little Mike from Twin Peaks. He's just a little man in a red suit dancing in reverse.
Still,
Huh?
Laura Palmer's in there, man.
they live forever, trapped in statues.
It's not as cool as my idea.
But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again.
They're in statues.
An aeon.
Why statues?
So what's Yuna doing in there?
Is it simply because you can make statues look cool, man? Like, why is the statue necessary? I need that dialogue. Did she say... Sorry, this is really trivial, but... Now they live forever, trapped in statues. Where's the... Oh, no, yes, okay, that's the actual script. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still bodies. Let's get the whole script up there. I don't know why that made me pause. Like, what's the significance of statues, man? The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls willingly given from their still living bodies. Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again. That's what we call an aeon. It's like it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a paradox. It's a bit of an ontological paradox because Lulu says the Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin, which is followed by Yevon took their souls willingly given from their still living bodies. Yeah, it's a bit of a voluntary disembodiment concept, right? But this it's not death in the conventional sense, but it's a separation of consciousness from physical form, which is then applied to another physical form that isn't themselves. So it's kind of like this Cartesian dualism. It's the philosophical separation of the mind and body, right? But it suggests a third state. It's like consciousness preserved outside of the body, yet not fully transcendent. Like they haven't transcended in a spiritual sense, really. The Faith exists in kind of a liminal state, is what I'm trying to say. They're reduced to pure potential without autonomous agency. But it's this ethical dimension to the whole thing when she says the phrase "willingly forgiven" suggests like informed consent, but it kind of Foucault had this idea called technologies of the self, quote unquote technologies of the self, the means by which individuals are led to transform themselves in service of external power structures. And there's already a lot of kind of panopticon surveillance behaviors that we'll get into regarding the faith, Yevon, or just religions in general, the idea that your behaviors are different if you believe that you are being observed, right? So the Panopticon, beautiful word, the Panopticon was this circular prison, just for people that don't know. I'll just give you a very rough, paraphrased explanation. The Panopticon would be a big circular prison where you would always be observed if you were a prisoner there. And in doing so, the idea is your behaviors would be influenced, and it would be a method of, since we can't inflict capital punishment through physical means, structures of power and authority would do this to capital punish psychologically, right? So when I say technologies of the mind, which is a removed concept, but it's the means by which individuals are kind of led to transform themselves in service of, like I say, external power structures. So were the faith truly exercising autonomy, or were they subject to some kind of symbolic violence, like the internalization of dominant cultures and values until self-sacrifice appears as a free choice? It's kind of gaslighting, right? Because you condition these people for this voluntary sacrifice to the point where, well, is it really free will at that point, you know? So now the Aeons live forever. They're trapped in statues. Terrifying. It's yada yada yada. Temporality, consciousness. It's the faith arguably experienced what Henri Bergson would call pure duration, which is something we talked a little bit about when we were doing a critical reading of the Killik Ascending, the whole dance stuff there, and how we perceive time versus how time is. We experience time differently to how it's denoted. You know, our subjective experience of time is different to that of. It's a bit of a weird concept, really, but anyway, I'll try and explain what I mean. So, pure duration in this case, without the organizing principle, so to speak, of physical existence, their consciousness continues, but in a state of suspended animation. It's eternally present, but it's unable to progress. It's the compression almost of past, present, and future into a single point, because we don't really know how their consciousness is informed at this point. They exist as simultaneously as historical figures, their past human lives, present entities, their current statue, quote-unquote, consciousness, and future potential, because their emergence as aeons, right? So the word trapped, I think, is what kind of stood out to me. Trapped, willingly trapped. It's all kind of really loaded. Lots of loaded words, to the point where I'm surprised. It could be just a translation thing, and I'm absolutely looking into it more than it was probably ever intended. But for Lulu to be so sharp on these things, for her to not recognize the irony in this, man, like, because the word trapped has quite significant philosophical weight. It suggests, like, immortality without agency is a form of imprisonment rather than transcendence, right? I've always liked playing around with immortality or themes of immortality in my own story writing stuff, but it kind of challenges the common religious ideas or equations of eternal life with salvation. Instead of positioning it as a form of eternal service or even suffering, like this isn't what we recognize as salvation or transcendence. It's almost the opposite in a way. So Lulu goes on to say, when a summoner beckons, the souls of the faith emerge once again. It's kind of a dialectical image, right? It's the momentary liberation of a historical consciousness into the present. It's a pretty eye-opening series of statements that open up a lot of questions about identity and embodiment in a way. Like, when some in the faith transform from human consciousness into mythological beings, it's a Jungian archetypical manifestation rather than their new. Yeah, they become new. Their new forms are what Jung would call, and then he would say, archetypical manifestations, bitch. It's a transformation that indicates that their sacrifice was not merely of body, but of individual personhood, right? The summoning process is the summoner takes responsibility for the faith's liberation, and wielding that power carries moral obligation. I'm just trying to work this out at the same time as I'm talking. So the bond between summoner and Aeon becomes not just tactical, but it's supposedly ethical. Each summoning acknowledges the sacrifice that made it possible, and that's why you have to respect the faith. And I understand that. So Tidus again is acting kind of like a even though he's quote unquote ignorant, or he's a bit dumb. He's not really any of these things. But he is stupid. He's a bit thick. But that's why he's so perfect in this role, because him going, huh? What the fuck are you talking about? It's all of these times, like Lulu or Waka goes, well, we do this because of this, and that's how it's done, and it's very sacred, and it has to be done this way, because Tidus goes, huh? What the fuck? What do you mean? It's not just kind of comic relief, but it's kind of it serves a pretty crucial philosophical function for the themes and the narrative that we're getting into. It's defamiliarization. It's making the familiar strange to reveal its underlying assumptions, contradictions, or what have you. So every time Tidus is bewildered, the player is then invited to question what Spira's inhabitants take for granted. His awkward confusion highlights the nature of the faith's condition that Lulu describes in very matter-of-fact terms. It's kind of creates a cognitive dissonance, right? Why would anybody consent to such a fucking fate? What structures of meaning make internal imprisonment appear as an honorable sacrifice? It's kind of sad. But what remains kind of unspoken in this exchange, I realize now, because this is crucial later, is the connection between the faith's condition and broader questions about sacrifice in Spira. The faith represent a bit of a microcosm of Spira's entire philosophical system. It's right. There it is. I've got it. I just got it then. The statues thing. This is why the statues thing stood out to me. It's a metaphor for the overall state of Spira at large. It's this valorization of like self-negation for collective benefit. It's the eternal return of suffering, sin cycle, and the blurring of boundaries between life and death. In a way, if the faith sacrifice perpetuates rather than resolves Spira's suffering, is it truly ethical? If everything is preordained and set up from birth through societal conditioning through the faith, is it is it truly is it truly voluntary? It's Camus. Albert Camus is after you. It's what he would recognize as like an absurdist dilemma. It's the myth of Sisyphus, man. It's a system that demands endless sacrifice without permanent resolution. So this brief dialogue here between Lulu Tidus and was Waka in there? Yeah, Waka just goes, the thief, remember? It encapsulates a lot of the game's core philosophical concerns. It's the ethics of sacrifice, the natures of consciousness, the relationship between temporal and eternal existence, and all of the power structures that make extreme sacrifices appear rational and maybe a little bit desirable as well. And it's very subdued, man. It's the same pattern that we had with Lulu just outside the temple, where she's shutting people down. We need to keep an eye. Everything Lulu's saying so far is absolute fucking fire in terms of being fodder for over-analysis, so we need to keep an eye out on her, man. But because the Faith aren't merely just fucking summons, and not just game mechanics, but they're embodiments of a philosophical paradox, man. They're entities that exist as historical individuals, religious symbols, technological resources, and manifestations of collective will. And Tidus observes, or Tidus might observe. I don't think he. No, that's the end of the thing. Yeah, we're nearly out of Killican now. So Tidus might be like, well. So people turn themselves into rocks so they could occasionally turn into monsters to fight a bigger monster, and this is considered normal. You guys are fucking weird, boys.
The chamber beyond is a sacred place. Only summoners may enter.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
It's taboo.
Taboo.
Oh.
Ow. That was fun. Motherfucker.
Just wait.
Let me in. I want to see the little man dancing.
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there in the temple, I knew it from my childhood. It was proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why suddenly I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
James Arnold Taylor, Tidus, fucking fantastic performance, man. I really, really like it. Ifrit. Ah, we've done it, man. Killica. It's a wrap. We managed to extrapolate a lot of nonsense from nothing there. Well done, gang.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me.
Guisco says, look, this is just an aside completely, man. Rocks, faith, God, what the fuck?
But they
Sorry.
were there. And
What's
they
he
grew
doing?
Inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready.
Hold on. I'll just read what Cusco says because I need to... This guy is going in right now. Cusco says, this is just an aside completely, but if I had Lulu next to me, I don't care how existential I am. I'm not going home, cunt. That's just me, man. I don't know about you, but... No, I completely agree. Completely agree. Imagine, I wonder... What do we think? What do we think Lulu smells like, chat? What do we think she smells like? Let's be real for a minute. Right, Tidus is doing a little soliloquy. He's spazzing the fuck out, and he's. But they were there, and they grew inside me, bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst. All right, son, go off.
First.
What's he doing, man? That was some Final Fantasy VII level animation. Fucking, what the hell is this?
Are you okay?
Leather, yeah, probably like leather and like,
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud.
Do it then, cunt. All right. He doesn't even know why, though. That's the best thing about it. It's like, you know, man, what's too much thinking, man. Needs to read a little bit of Hegel, and I think he'd go a long way, man. Margella, the sexy one that comes in the black bottle. Yeah, it would be in the black bottle. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Would be a black bottle type beat, probably. Yo. I've got Waka, he's my friend. Throw balls at bees, yeah. I don't like electric symbols killing me. All of my friends. Blast them with a blast of blast. I will make sure we kill them fast. Go on, you know, do your thing, girl.
Let us guardians handle the likes of
Girl, stop. Stop Lulu-splaining.
Man, blows can't hurt it, huh?
Stop. Only magic can hurt this.
Lulu, you're being unreasonable. I do love you, but you're being kind of a... Because the game doesn't expect... Look, we're confusing the game with our funny weirdo build setup. And we've barely even got it started, man. But that makes me excited to see just how far we can twist this thing. Is there any config things I need to do, actually? Goal memory, yeah. Aeons short. Vibration off. Please. A lot of themes here, y'all. We haven't heard that banger from our girl yet, but it's coming.
Make way!
Cusco says, thinking of FF music, obviously there are recurring tracks and motifs, battle theme, victory theme, but are there any notable departures from this standard? My thought is FF6 has the theme of love, one of my absolute faves. Let me see if I can understand this. So are we concentrating on motifs in particular, or is it a divergence in terms of like genre? Like is there always a core set of tracks? So like there's no variances in like battle theme and stuff like that? Or are you asking, are there some Final Fantasies where it switches up and you get different battle themes and stuff like that? Just to make sure I'm understanding you.
Man, blows can't hurt it, huh?
Stop.
No,
Only magic can
I don't think so. Actually, it'd be nice because even Yeek, even Y2K, a postmodern RPG, that's got like 10 battle tracks, and I've always been like, yeah, that's probably what I'd do. But no, generally, I mean, you do get some special boss fight themes and stuff, like just one-offs. But that's kind of a staple as well, like One Winged Angel and stuff like that. Essentially, is the battle theme always the same motif? If a song has the same theme within the same name, does it have the same motif? Yeah, generally it doesn't. It's set, you know what I mean? They've all got their place, and it doesn't really switch it up unless it's a scenario thing, you know, like a vignette or a climax. If there's an overall like, oh, we got to do this, everybody, quick. Generally, though, you're right to point this out because it's one way you could criticize it, and like I say, even lesser RPGs like Yeek, which we might have to do on stream at some point, man. I think we might have mentioned this before. Yeah, I can't really describe Yeek too easily, to be honest. But it is a shame. And I guess I've never really thought about it because I'm kind of conditioned to both expect and appreciate a lot of the time, like the Final Fantasy VII stuff. Really strong theme stuff. And at some point, it just becomes wallpaper. Like even the Final Fantasy IX one, which I don't really like, you just accept it. You accept. Well, you expect and then you accept. I guess it's conditioning, so that you don't really yearn for a bit of variety, which is a shame. Variety is always good. I mean, I guess you run the risk of having a superior battle theme and a bad one, but you know, we should be. It's not hard to make playlists and stuff like, oh, in battle, don't play this. Fucking Smash Brothers has it. You know what I mean? And certainly, when I eventually get down to doing my fucking JRPG, I'm gonna have multiple battle themes, man, because it just seems like a thing to do. It just seems like a sensible or a fun thing to do.
All right.
Okay.
Get to fuck with you. Should have let me voice Waka. Get fucked, boss. Fuck are you going? You're dead. You're dead as fuck, man. Get to fuck. Yeah, we fucking did it. I do find it weird somewhat, because thinking of other classes like Zelda with a general vibe of a theme remains, but they will change the motifs except for a few exceptions. Yeah, bro, I think coming back to Undertale again. Have you played Undertale? Because and if you have, does Undertale do the sort of thing you would like to see in a Final Fantasy? We're gonna play it on stream at some point, man. Because damn. But yeah, they like, because the Undertale theme is used as a leitmotif everywhere in Undertale, and it never gets old. And it's used in every context you can think of, but it's fucking everywhere. And that, yeah, in terms of fucking Toby Fox type beat, you know what I mean? Played Undertale, but other than listening to the soundtrack, I haven't really dug into it. It's good. We'll definitely do it on stream at some point, because it's just such a fucking unique experience. I do have a lot of love for it, and Toby Fox is that guy in many ways. Do got a lot of love for that little freak. That's somebody to get jealous of if you like the idea of like making games and being a fucking musical whiz kid and all these other things. He embodies a lot of what I wish I was. But yeah, maybe Undertale might do the things. I think especially in an RPG, like a big old fucking romp like a Final Fantasy game. Seems like a no-brainer, right? Kamari, where are we taking you, Sunshine? You going over there to get steel? No, you can't, because there's a level 1 sphere there. I don't think we have that at home. I'm afraid, Kamari. Do we have it? No, we don't. Sorry, Kamari. I don't want you learning magic because the girls are fighting over that at the moment, man. We've got White Mage Lulu to preface, and then we'll see where we end up. Kamari, you go wherever you want, man. Go on, run outside, run along, go play, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. We need more ability spears anyway, man. Pop a quick save there. Right, I'll go for a quick nicotine break, just to keep those philosophical engines firing away. It's not because I have an addiction. We're gonna get some more in time, I think, in this day's session. How exciting, gang! I'll be right back. Less than 5 minutes. If you need to go pee and poo at the same time, hydrate. You miss me? Huh? What does Waka smell like? What does Waka... What might Waka smell like? Sweat and rubber. Right, we got the daddy issues mini game coming up. What are you doing, cunt? You alright? There's not a smile in all the critical thanks to Sid. But if we win the next tournament, that should chill everybody. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. I don't think I'm gonna win either, but sin is a divine punishment upon the people. There is nothing we can do about it. We can only rely upon Yevon's teachings and the summoners to help us through this. Fucking hell. All right, lady. Nice talking to you. Embark to fuck.
Off to Luca at last. The matches start soon as we get there, so rest up on the way, yeah?
Yes, man. You can't be playing blitzball with one eye. Well, it depends who you got available, man. Oh, Mr. Chest. Everybody's dead, innit? Like, we didn't get told about the number of deaths, but we have to. Like, somebody died. People died, right? We saw people die, or we saw people in situations that you definitely wouldn't be walking away from in the cutscene. So I guess there's not many people left, and to be honest, it's the fact that any of them are giddy about anything is pretty scary. Yep. What are you up to? What are you talking about? Huh? What does she see in him? What does she see in him? Is she seeing him? Yeah. Yuna's got a pinky ring shit. Those boys at the back, rigid boys, stiff fellas at the back. What's your story? Hey, that boy in the Uroks is a cutie. Who, me? Me? Belgerda. My, you're kind of cute too. Wanna have some fun? You know, Titus. All right. You know, Titus. Looks like our gals are brewing up something back there. I'd be afraid if I were you. Threesome type beat. Fucking... I'm not afraid, man. Keeper, good old keeper. Oh, I like this!
Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
That's the Panopticon type beat. Because you are, man. If you are to believe in a higher omniscient, omnipresent force, it is to believe, or that you would believe that if you are faithful, you are being observed at all times, and that impacts your behavior. Those herbs are both in Killiger for seasickness are working great, yeah? I just want to sneak up behind them and beat them. I want to get in their faces and show them what we're made of. Auntie! I actually have, man. I started the stream a bit rough, but just saying that little Hegelian dialectics. Fucking right back in the room. Right back in the room, man. I was rough for most of the day, but I got away with murder, mate. Because I ate a lot of food. I drank a lot. Did that, man. I finished off another bottle I had lying about, which had like that much in it. And I did that. I'm pretty good at drinking. I'm just not that good at dealing with it, but I got away with it. Yeah, get them gears, exactly. I'm back online now. Yeah, I need to watch. So you need to watch it, and I need to watch it, man. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I can throw him back. So I'm fucking blessings to Yevon, really. Most of the day, like up until about an hour into stream, I was just like, I had the shakes, but the shakes have kind of gone away as well. Tequila Cusco, it's all right, man. It's good to know if other people are imbibing, then it's like I say, I don't know. I can only imagine Jake had a drink when he came in and we were on Crab Game and stuff, man. But I know how to annoy Jake, and well, I know how to annoy anyone, to be honest. And just constantly, incessantly talking about Jennifer Lawrence movies. That's my method. That's me on the offensive. Because I want to win Crab Game. Absolutely, Auntie. You enjoy, my friend. We've got some good bits to come up.
Luck in the tournament.
I'm glad, man, honestly. Because my brain, it flicks a switch and I'm like, right, it's gonna be an out-of-body experience for me. Oh, sleep apnea.
Best to let him sleep.
The strap was... Yeah. I'm glad, boys. It was very good to have you there. I had a lot of fun. And we worked a few things out as well in terms of what kind of frivolities we want to go for, because like Jackbox is all right for pleasantries. Ooh, let's break the ice. Oh, that, man. Fuck that. You know what I mean? So I'll be on the hunt for more games like Crab Game and stuff like that, because that was fun. I never played that before, but it doesn't look like it's being updated.
Some people can be so rude.
Why are you inside each other? I mean, go off, Donna, I guess.
Some people can be so rude.
All right, you carry on then. You carry on then. I feel like the real shit that comes out on Jackbox can't come out. Yeah, we used to get into it, man. I mean, we did. The Christina Chan
What the heck is
champed up
What is...
right on the line there. Like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So strange about chocobo power.
You're not wrong. I know exactly what you mean.
Those are chocobos?
What? You've never...
That's how you do it, man. Just fucking just push the button. Stop. Ooh.
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily
Ooh,
routine.
it's a bit edgy. Fucking shut up, man. Yeah, man. I mean, don't worry too much. As long as people are, as long as there's no bigot shit, but there's not going to be from our group. You know what I mean? Like.
La 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 la.
What's that? Is that like a thing?
La 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 la.
And Yuffie does it better, but there's some good-looking chocobos, though. I'd fuck the shit out of those chocobos, man. Just telling you right now. I ain't gay or nothing, but I fuck those bird creatures.
What y'all talking about?
So if we'll find it's tricky. It's because it's getting stuff that like card game's great,
I remember him.
because we can get straight onto it, man. Don't have to pay anything, but you know. It might be worth, in some instances, finding something that's cheap, not necessarily free. That's one of the best things about Jackbox, but that's probably, no, to be honest, that's the best thing about Jackbox. Without a doubt, the best thing about Jackbox is the fact that we don't need to fuck about. But we'll
Yes, they will win.
we'll fight. We worked it out, man.
The Xanarkand Abes.
Ooh. Their thoughts. I was thinking about how good. Yeah, to be honest,
If anyone lived in those ruins.
you'd think they would, man.
It's not ruins.
I don't know if there's ever really much chat about eating chocobos. It might be like eating cows in certain religions, I guess.
There is a city, really.
But a lot of these games don't have quote-unquote religion.
Whatever your ladyship says.
Spirituality, but not religion, necessarily. This chocobo probably tastes great, man. Like big horse chicken, you joking, man. Yeah, that'd be fucking fantastic. All right, we get the daddy issues minigame in a mo.
What's wrong?
It's
You
fine.
seemed kind of mad back there.
They were being rude, and
Oh, girl, man, she's got learning disability, I think. Like.
Here's Anarchind exists.
You
I
were
really
being-
think, you know?
Why? Yeah, thank you.
Sir Jecht used to always tell me stories. It'd be great to see your home someday. I'd love to go there.
So, Yuna, want to come over to my place? Right. Sure. As if I had a place to show her.
Well, you would. Well, you would, wouldn't you? If you were to go to yours, Anakin, you'd have your fuckboy bachelor pad. Because he's got there's no strings with Tidus, man. He never mentions... He never talks about any other women. But I'm sure he was fucking everybody back in Zanakin, right?
I do believe
He's blocking the front row.
Know what I mean, type beat. He's blocking the front row type beat. They say they got a blitzer from Zanarkand on their team. I wonder what the etymology for a lot of these words is comes from, you know, because they're not, you know, you got Midgar in Final Fantasy VII, which has very obvious Norse connections, and then you've got like Alexandria, like the Library of Alexandria in 9, and then you've got words like Balam and Trabia, but Zanakin sounds like something. Don't know. Maybe I'll have to do a Google.
Waka is busy right now. Maybe you shouldn't bother him.
So I should really remember which of the Aurochs are talking. Well, you can finally relax now that the goers are down in the cabin.
Looks like the toxin's still getting to you. Take it easy and go to bed early, yeah?
Oh. Are you not to be caught? Are you not to be caught? Oh. Ah. He's not to be caught. I feel like there's no way he was actually fucking just always like, yeah, you're probably right.
Guy.
Like he's got a good looking lad, he's got all game, man, you know what I mean? He's got the fucking color coordinated shoes. But he just doesn't know how to, he just drops the ball, man. He's really awkward. Doesn't know what to talk about. Just puts on Top Gear, doesn't know what to do. All deal, no seal. Fucking yes, man. I've never heard that before. That's fantastic. All deal, no seal. I like that. We have 2 summoners and the goers aboard. It is my responsibility to carry them safely to their destination. Let's get a look at your fit, mate. Come on, move about. Who are you talking to? Flapping your mouth there. You alright? He's mental. This guy's wearing a big diaper. He's wearing a big nappy, so it must be a sailor thing over here, so they don't have to go to the toilet, man. They can just release whenever they please. They don't have to police the release. Right. Daddy issues. The mini game. We do it now? Or do I have to go talk to I was gonna try and do, you know, when you combine 2 names when you're shipping characters in video games or whatever. Lulaka.
Relax, he's bound to do something, Lulu.
Lulaka.
And if not,
Wakalu.
Just leaving him and be safe.
Walua.
what?
Walua.
Leaving
Waluigi.
Luca?
Yeah, ditch him, man. He's gonna fucking steal you away from me.
A guardian.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
Yuna wants to make him her own personal joy boy.
How's that?
Not mine.
That is power dynamics represented. Can I not go talk to him now?
Why do you think she wants to make him a guardian anyway?
He's fit,
Because he's Sir Jack's son.
and he's fit.
Right. Wait, you sure about that? He's really Sir Jack's son.
It's hard to say, but Yuna seems to believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's all you have to say?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to decide for himself, yeah? Well, him and Yuna, I guess.
What?
You're right, for once. I wonder which is best.
I always just have to look into it. Why is Waka... Where's this apprehension come from? Is it because Tidus keeps on kind of busting into the room when he shouldn't be and being like just a blasphemer? Has the Sin's toxin defense started to wear off for Waka? Like Waka seems a bit like, well, yeah, I thought we were just gonna leave him. I thought that, yeah. I mean, we could bring him, but I guess Yuna will have to decide. Like,
Why don't you tell him he should?
Should what?
Become Yuna's guardian.
Why me?
Because Yuna can't.
Why not?
He hates his father. What he was, what he did. Do you really think she can possibly say to him, I want you to be my guardian, like your father was to mine?
you can leave that bit out.
Being oversensitive. All right. I'll try talking to him after the tournament.
Be discreet.
I know. It's his decision.
You could just leave the dad stuff out if you wanted. Do what you want. Can I do daddy issues? Yes, man. Nothing says I have unresolved paternal trauma quite like spending hours hurling a ball at a boat whilst monologuing about your fucking stupid dead alcoholic dad who's the coolest character in video games. It's this mini game. Ah ha ha! Ah ha ha! Get fucked!
Well, trying to follow in my footsteps, are you?
Ah!
I usually charge for lessons, you know. This.
Ushk. Baloop. Lost. Carembo. Jonculodondos.
You're not the only one.
I'm the best.
Do it. I'm the best.
I'm the best. Love that. This is this minigame is the Oedipus Rex of minigames, but with graphics. This is Tidus's obsession with the 30-foot standing vertical is pretty fucking crazy, right? Even by JRPG standards. It's funny how pretty much universally, but you rarely hear people say, "Oh, I fucking hate Jecht." It's quite universally appreciated. I mean, correct me if anybody is a fan of of Final Fantasy X and does think Jecht's a dickhead, but for the most part, everybody's like, "Yes, man, fucking alcoholism, child abandonment. Your mind should be mean to your kids, man." I really like Tidus and Jecht's arc in this. It's very interesting, just how pronounced this Oedipus type beat is. He's got. We're about to see here. Tidus has got an obsession with mastering his dad's signature move, which is the quintessential kind of psychological double bind. He simultaneously wants to erase his dad's legacy, I'll show you, while desperately seeking to embody it. He's literally performing the same movements. It's like watching somebody try to burn their dad's photo album whilst meticulously scanning every picture. It's psychological ambivalence rendered in polygons, man. What makes this sequence particularly brilliant is how the gameplay mechanics will reinforce the narrative tension, because it's not easy. Like, you can fuck this up, man. I remember the first time I played this, I didn't actually do it for whatever reason. We must press buttons in a pretty unforgiving sequence, just as Tidus must perform his masculine identity according to the rigid patterns established by Daddy. If you miss a single input, start over, crybaby. So the frustration that you feel throwing your controller about is it mirrors Tidus's emotional state really fucking well. You know, where he gets bullied a lot for this, the daddy issues mini game. Cusco says you can only beat his father if he becomes him or able to rise to the same level. Doesn't matter his own success. Yeah, it's weird, right? But you'll see this theme a lot. It's like, I fucking hate my dad. Time to try to prove to myself that I'm as good as he is by filling out his silhouette. It's really good. Like Square Enix, they weren't just kind of designing a mini game here. They were programming daddy issues directly into the player's muscle memory, depending on how many times. It's you know, I guess if we were to try to use the sphere grid as a bit of an extension of like function, you know, Tidus can develop in any direction, but he's still pathologically constrained by predetermined paths. It's a fucking stretch, man. That's a big stretch, but because then if we say that, we could say, well, his overdrive gauge literally fills through emotional damage. The more he's hurt, the more powerful he becomes. Freud? Suck my dick. But how it applies to Legacy. Yeah, it's really interesting. We'll come back to this because it is a Freudian field day, really. But anyway, I won't press. Oh, God. I can't do that. Okay. Up and B at the same time. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, because we don't actually get annotations, right? Right, let's just try it. So, Jet, what you can do?
You can't. You're out of your league. You're out of your league. You can't. You're out of your league. You can't do it. You can't do. No, can't do it. You're out of your league. You can't do. You can't do it, kid.
Get to fuck with you.
The best. Yeah, right.
What can I say?
What's that called?
Doesn't have any.
What can I say? I got daddy issues too.
Show us one more time, yeah?
Speaking of my dad's actually like kind of a born again man. I got the got a card from him for Easter. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's funny, because I'm not taking a piss, man. Like, but he literally puts in here at the bottom. He says, "He is risen. He, capital H, is risen, capital R." Draws a little crucifix next to it, man. And it's a fantastic psychedelic Jesus, man. Like, shouts out, man. But he's only started going down that timeline like recently, like in the last fucking 3 or 4 years, man. That's from my dad. Whoa, my guy. What are you up to, son?
I knew it. I knew you were something special.
Oh, jeez.
That was the eject shot, wasn't it?
How do you know that?
I might have got one from my grandma last year. My grandma normally will always send them out.
He called it the Sublimely Magnificent Eject Shot Mark III.
Stupid name, huh? kids know Mark
Yeah,
1
man.
and Mark 2, you know?
Uh-huh.
My old
That was
man
cute.
said the name Mark 3 was just something to hook the crowd. He said
A
they'd
blue
come back
steel.
every night expecting to see Mark 1 and Mark 2. And they really did come back.
Yeah, man. It's like
Get so mad.
an old band, man. Guns N' Roses. You're insecure. You fuck off, man.
Is he alive, you think?
I don't know. But Sir Jecht was my father's guardian.
So he's famous here, too?
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
Uh-huh.
What would you do if you found him?
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago. Well... I'd probably just smack him one.
You wouldn't.
After everything he put Mom and me through.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
Because he was famous, I was always... Well, you should know Yuna.
You're famous too.
Your father's famous too. Everyone
this
in
one.
Spira knows him, right?
You'll see that a lot.
Ain't it tough?
It is hard to follow.
Yeah, but my dad's like Jesus, you know.
Summoner.
Sure.
But the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
Well, there wasn't much to honor about my old man, that's for sure.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I got the right.
I guess you do.
Very different sort of experiences or exposure to very different kinds of father figures, man. You shouldn't say that because I respect my Jesus dad. Yeah, my dad didn't die for our sins, though.
Come to Luca. He never did like watching other people play. But I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure, I had told Waka I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all.
Oh, you do. We just got the Jet Shop. It's fucking easy dub. Easy dub. Easy dub. You just swim in front of the goal and do it, man. Hey, cutscene. You're gonna hear a cameo song from listen. Very short snippet, but that actually plays at the beginning of I Want to Be Your Canary in Final Fantasy IX.
Ah, over there. The ships carrying the players are arriving now. This would be dock number 2. All the way from Kilika, it's
The Luca section is a lot fucking happens.
Summoner O'Holland used to play.
I don't know how much of it will be something we'll dig into, but a lot happens here. So never say never.
Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Jimmer.
Yes, Baba, they're gonna
Yeah, Bubba.
get all the stops to try and bring back the cup this year.
Is that a Star Wars thing?
Exciting.
Is that a
Our next team off
pod racer
is,
two-head guy thing? Don't know why I went straight to that.
if it isn't, the Besaid Aurochs.
Would be far from the first time Final Fantasy references Star Wars.
I've never seen a team this
They're a living, breathing statistical impossibility.
years. They've never made it past the first round.
What's this face, Tidus? I've never seen that one before. Mad dogging everyone. Fucking what?
Best of luck to them and a safe journey back to Besaid.
Fucking cool.
Our next team is... Here they are, folks. Our very own Luca Goer.
That flag though, it's got the great wave of thingy. Carousel. Great wave of what, Moose?
And after the way they dominated,
Kanagawa.
it'd take a miracle for them to lose today.
You can say that again, Jimma. Look at the crowd, folks. Look at the crowd. Looks like all of Luca has turned out to cheer the goers on.
It's a home team, man.
I know, and you know, folks.
So wait, they went to the Kilika temple to pray. I don't know what I'm fucking pulling at here. They went to the Luca temple to pray. So, oh, I know. Because the game is going to make a very contrived statement about Luca. I don't want to spoil what it is because it's a bit of a fucking plot hole in regards to how this world works and some of the stuff we're going to see in a bit. But just pay that in mind. Luca doesn't have its own temple. I don't know if there is one closer than Kilika that they could have gone to. We'll be able to work that out in a little bit, I'm sure.
Luca goers are number 1.
What are you kicking rocks for?
Yeah, it's like this every year, yeah? Don't let it bother you.
He's fuming. Tidus has got no skin in this game, man. He's fucking livid, though. He's seething.
Stop right there, goers.
Is it just because he's not used to he's used to being Mr. Number One, isn't he? Mr. Wonderful. I'm not on a losing team. How dare you? I don't.
You guys are smiling now, but not for long. Because this year, us Aurochs are taking the cup.
Okay. See, this is your manager. I've just got to say, man. It's fucking cringe, brother.
What in Yevon's name were you doing up there?
We sure stood out, though. We were
Look at you there, with a little Keaton, a little...
Mr. Micah is here.
Never mind.
Already?
The number 3 dot.
What's up now?
Maester Micah has arrived, that's what.
Micah? Maester?
Maester Micah is the leader of all the peoples of Spira.
Brilliant exposition. Tidus is great. He's a fucking brilliant protagonist. Micah, Maester, question mark. No, what's a Maester? What's a Micah? No, just throw up the fucking question marks, man, and have Lulu tell us. Fucking beautiful, man.
He's come all the way from Bavel. The tournament is being held to honor his 50 years as Maester.
50 years? Shouldn't he be retired by now?
Hey, mind your mouth now.
Let's all go see him.
Okay then, you know. First, he's blocking the front row.
Oh, right. It was a fun little part of the game, man. I like the music in Luca as well. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick scan for boxes and whatnot. We're going to talk to everyone as well. I'll bet you anything that Luca Goers are going to win this year. Maybe so, but you better not count out the Kilika Beasts. Sorry, that was an exchange.
Maester Micah has ruled Spira for the past 50 years.
He's probably gonna die of cringe as well at some point, I'm sure. But Micah's like the Pope. Maester Micah doesn't make many public... Sorry, what the fuck? Swallowing my words. Maester Micah doesn't make many public appearances. He's getting too old for that. Talking to everybody. I'm glad I got here safely. Don't want another SS leaky incident.
We have sealed off all access to the stadium for the time being. We're trying to control the mad rush of people who have already entered the stadium.
Crowd crush, man. Yeah, very wise. If I catch one glimpse of Maester Micah, I'll have something to brag about back home.
Man, this tournament is gonna rock. Even the big man is here to see the game.
The big man. Everybody referred to the Pope as the big man. How exciting. Right, Seymour. Seymour's after you. We'll talk about Seymour. This is Seymour's introduction. So, Everything he does, everything he says, very, very important. Just for the fact he's doing it, which is basically, I linked that bozo trying to analyze the opening cutscene to Final Fantasy, and that's what he was trying to say. But he also wanted to say, well, I've completed the game, so I actually know reference. But really, opening cutscene is important because it is showing us things that are there, and those things are going to be in the game. So Seymour, our primary antagonist, is going to be saying and doing things, and based on what he says and does, we are going to learn things that the developers wanted us to see, witness, and learn from, and we'll talk about it. That poor guy, man, honestly. He really believed he had something going. I need to listen to all that podcast stuff, but it's fucking great. Oh, bird cunt. Sorry, what? Bird cunts. Here he is, man.
That's a Guado, right?
Who could it be?
Isn't that Maester Seymour?
So Guados are another ethnic group. White. I don't think all Guado are white, to be fair. Nor Albeds, necessarily.
People of Spira, I thank you for your generous welcome. Rise, Maester Seymour, and all of you as well. I present to you the son of Maester Jyscal Guado, who departed for the far plain of Fortnite Pass.
Only 2 weeks ago.
He has been officially ordained a Maester of Yevon.
Hello.
I am Seymour Guado. I am honored to receive the title of Maester. In life, my father Jyscal worked to foster friendship between man and Guado. I vow to carry on his legacy and to fulfill my duties as Maester to the best of my abilities.
You too, bow your head.
Similar setup to Vayne Solidor in Final Fantasy 12, thinking about it. What was that?
Really psychs you up, yeah? All right, last meeting before the match. How so?
Jesus. Yeah, I'll save it, man. Welcome back, Crizzy. Good to see you, man. What have you been up to?
Where's Wakka?
Let the matchup draws. We had to play the Goers in the first match last year.
In Amsterdam.
The one before that, too.
Good for you. Good for you, man. 420 weekend, run it. I forgot.
We're playing the Albed Sykes first.
I was thinking about getting some THC and Frost. I was having a crap this morning, I'm not gonna lie.
That's right. We got seeded. 2 wins, and we're the champions.
Just a little bit.
First things first. Let's go over the basics again, boys.
Oh no, this is awful. This isn't how you do it. Let's see what we'll check out one of these just to see how. This is awful. As far as tutorials go, this isn't how you would ever. This is 5 players. I mean, yeah, give us a tutorial, but that is fucking terrible, man. We're just gonna play it, dogs, and I can just about remember. Man, I never really got into Final Fantasy, but in Kingdom Hearts, And I wondered, is there ever a connection with the Final Fantasy world? You mean to, like, Final Fantasies to other Final Fantasies? Because Kingdom Hearts kind of just feeds off of all the popular Final Fantasies. Like, it's got Cloud, it's got Squall, who were protagonists in different games. It's got Tidus in it as well, actually. And Wakka. They're all on Destiny Islands, aren't they? It's got Yuna, Riku, and Pain as well, thinking about it, in Kingdom Hearts 2. Sephiroth 2, yep. Yuffie, Aerith, Cid. Terra, I think Terra's in one of the... Well, I'd call them, like, spin-offs, but everything in fucking... Oh, God, you actually want me to do something? Please select manual. Oh, God, I knew this would be a mistake. Okay, I'm moving the character. I think Terra's in one of the spin-offs. Where do you want me to move to, man? I'm fucking done. I knew this was going to be a bad idea. And it's like we've got this really weird ambience. But this is weird, right? Can I get out? Can I leave? Oh, God. Oh, my God. What the hell? Yeah. Veteran Blitzers. All right, I just came here for a joke, man. Like, I do actually know how to play. I just wanted to see just how bad this tutorial is. And it's fucking bad. This isn't how you do it. The way I would do it, very first match of the tournament. Just break it down, put us against somebody's shit, like the Killiker Beasts, not the goers, obviously. And then teach it bit by bit. Like, okay, the match starts, kick off. And then, because it's turn-based, technically, in a way. Like, there's a little bit of real-time stuff, but look at this, man, for each of them. So we're just going to crack on with it, man, because I want to talk about Seymour and stuff. Yeah. That was bad. Whoa. Yeah, we get it. Yawn. Yeah, well done.
There. Someone said they saw Sir Orin in a cafe.
What? Oh, wrong one.
Yes, Sir Orin. Let's go find him.
Anybody unfamiliar with Final Fantasy X and did catch the first session, Orin is he's our Hagrid, he's our Gandalf. He is the mentor character in
Game starts like real soon.
In your Joseph Campbell-esque monomyth. He'd be the link between the quote-unquote ordinary world and the special one. This is one that kind of bridges the gap, bit like Gandalf to Bilbo and Frodicus, and a bit like Hagrid to Harry Potter, bit like Obi-Wan to Skywalker, you know? I'm glad you like Rebirth, man. We played both Remake and Rebirth on here. I'm a massive fan of Final Fantasy VII. It's kind of what maybe what to be a game developer, a musician, a writer, an artist. Final Fantasy VII is the reason I'm a fucking jack of all trades, master of none.
It didn't even occur to me to think that
I had a complex relationship with Rebirth, but it does a really good job. Ultimately,
two different people.
If it's delivering the story to new people, people that aren't familiar with the base text, it's a good thing. Because I was really nervous about Remake, but I really like Remake. Story-wise, Rebirth, I've got a bit of a mixed relationship with it, but overall, I do really like it, and they do present the story in quite a nice way, I will say. Right, Lulu, what's up with you?
Stay close.
All right, babes. All right, babes.
I'm counting on you, bud.
You too, bud. Bud. What's the crap? What's going about? Oh.
Vasikna Bund. Hey! Albed Sykes, right? Some Albed saved me the other day, and this girl Riku gave me food, and you don't understand me, do you? Anyway, if you meet Riku, tell her thanks for me.
Typical fucking American tourist vibes.
May the best team win.
I'm missing a soundboard option to imply awkwardness. So let's get that on the boards, man. Where's my fucking what can I move from here? Move that. Greg says in Rebirth for him it was just too many battles. I love the game. Yeah, man. Yeah, fucking. If you ever got some time and you want to watch our Rebirth playthrough, because I'd be interested to see how much we're aligned on. But there'd be times where I felt like I was really fucking pushing against the game. But we concluded that a lot of that was my own fault because we were kind of just spearheading the main story. We didn't really stop to smell the roses. But yeah, sometimes it was overwhelming. Sometimes it was like, well, I feel like I'm working really hard to push the game along. It's like, okay, it's cool that you've expanded certain areas that are short in the original, but why? A lot of the time, you know what I mean? Just like, I just want to. I understand that I'm a bit fucking petulant, and I had a lot of conditioning done by the original. So sometimes certain sections would go on for ages, and I'd be like, I just want to. It's not supposed to be like this. And then other times it's just like it's cognitive fucking overload. Like when you get to the Golden Saucer for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, Golden Saucer, it's gonna be fucking great. And then when you get there, they hit you in the fucking head from every direction. It's like, whoa! I fucking couldn't keep up with it, man. Overall, I did like it, but I don't know. I'm definitely in the minority out of everybody in the chat that was here when we were streaming Rebirth. Like, I did agree with a lot of the pro Rebirth viewers' kind of point of view. Ultimately, I'm just glad that it's a story that's being rolled out to a new generation. That's my coping mechanism anyway. And it's the same for Final Fantasy IX, because I'm really nervous about Final Fantasy IX, because Final Fantasy IX is kind of a remake in and of itself. It is already being fueled by nostalgia. It's already about memories, so how many layers of meta are going to be applied to the Final Fantasy IX remake just by it existing? It's going to be really interesting. I talk about the remake a bit in my thingy as well. I need something. Oh, sigh. Right, I need one that implies awkwardness. I might just have to stick to that laugh track. Just one guy with loads of reverb whistling in the back of a hall. Fuck it, we'll just get a third laugh. I've got fucking 3 laugh buttons now. Fantastic. Right, Oran's after you. All players was made in the locker rooms. I don't think so, man. I'm out. So yeah, Final Fantasy IX Remake is going to be interesting, man. I'm trying to be optimistic about it. But it's good that I'm still writing that script. And I do make the point at the very beginning of my video, I say, I'm writing on it, that it's pretty transparent that Square are out of ideas. They've strayed too far from the identity of Final Fantasy IX, the further they get away from it. And now they're trying to run back to when things were back to a simpler time. And I don't blame them, because they've only proven increasingly so that they don't.
Really famous.
And they still got Katase, but Katase and Nomura aren't enough, man. Like that, but it was Sakaguchi's baby, and Sakaguchi left after 9. And And there would have been some overlapping ideas that came into 10, like 10's safe. But the further we get away from here, you know. Jared says, it's interesting to see how they plan to modernize an art style like 9 without being redundant. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to, because we will fucking play it. I'll buy it and we'll play it day one without a fucking doubt, bro. Have to be there for that, but not gonna wolf whistle first time, man. Even I can't do that.
Put your fingers in your mouth like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to be too pessimistic, but it's like it's defeating the purpose, really, doing a remake of 9, because 9 is already. It's a remake of nostalgia. It's a remake. It's an incorporation of nostalgia that was applicable to the times in which it was made.
I'll come running, okay?
So it's like 7 is a bit of an easier argument than 9.
Tell you can do it.
Just because of the spectacle and the sort of spectacle and how revered it is, man, and it's a bit more of an actiony sort of premise. But Final Fantasy 9 is quite it's very theatrical, and it works in the way that it does because of the time it was made and because Sakaguchi was still there, I guess. Craig says, when I play the OGFFs, I can't put the game down. I got a Nibelheim in Rebirth. Yeah, I know what you mean. Got feeling a real burnout, so I had to take a break and come back to it.
Big town.
Yeah, man. And he just fucking hell, like the Midgar Mansion section in Rebirth pissed me the fuck off, man. I was so disappointed. Because that used to be genuinely scary when I was a kid, man. I used to be like, oh, fucking hell. And then they turned it into some Kate Sith comedic romp, man. And then Vincent pops up.
Luca, it's safe here?
Because the script says, and then Vincent popped up.
But the stadium is here.
And it's just like over before. Well, it took too long because you... Whatever.
They protect the stadium?
Blitzball is really the only entertainment that we have.
Sorry, I missed it. I'll see if she reiterates. If not, I'll go over it. I'll get the script.
Spira's a little short on fun these days.
Whoa. Talk about pressure.
That's right. Is Xanarkand like this too?
Right. I've got the script. There's something I find a bit problematic here in regards to the script.
Tall ones and cramped together.
Oh. They must be so tall. Don't you ever get dizzy? Let's go find Sir Orin.
Okay. Una goes, Luca is the second largest city in Spira. Tidus, I thought every town was little. You know, like Besaid and Kilika. Una, towns don't usually get bigger than that. Because when a lot of people start to gather, Tidus, Sin? Una nods. Tidus says, what about Luca? It's safe here? Una says, it's not any different, but the stadium is here. The Crusaders fight to protect it with all their strength. We're gonna see people go through a lot of effort to try and repel Sin later on, and it might not go so well. So to flippantly just say, yeah, Luca's sound because we really protect it because of underwater rugby is a bit wild, right? So it's like, so they work really hard to protect Luca. Then why the fuck are Kilika living on the sea? Why doesn't everybody just come to Luca and he can just really try to protect it here? Because it seems to be working. And we're never going to see Luca get hit by Sin. Because sport's important. So they work really hard, man, because we need to be able to have a bit of fun. So whereas everywhere else has to get fucking smashed into oblivion and there's nothing that we can do to stop it once it shows up, even though we're going to be trying to do some mad shit later on to even put a dent to even put a fucking scratch on Sin, and it's gonna fail. Lucas Sound. Why not just rebuild Zanarkand at that point if they have the resource? This is, yeah, man. It's a contrivance, right? It's like, well, just don't mention it, and then maybe Sin, just because, as she's saying, when people gather, Sin appears. And since this is such a massive gathering, we have to bring up that it's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here. Oh, why? Because we really work hard to protect it. How? Just through firepower or through prayer? Because you haven't got a temple here. You have to go to Kilika if you want to go to the temple. Like, they're going to forget about it as quick as we should, to be honest. Like, you know. Jared said 7 was more straightforward. Just take the steampunk aesthetic and directly adapt the characters into a more sophisticated environment with the same theme. Yes. How can you translate that from 9 when so much of it is based on tradition? Fucking yes, man. Exactly. That's kind of the argument I make in the script that I'm writing. It's just, you know, a lot of 7 is kind of a meta commentary on its own, on the public knowledge of Final Fantasy VII. It deliberately tries to rug pull you on certain expectations, and it kind of works. The things that they do with the whispers and whatnot. It gets a little bit loosey-goosey, but it's fine because it's Final Fantasy VII isn't that smart of a video game, at least not when compared to 9. I mean, 7 does have a lot of fucking quote-unquote deep ideas in it, but 9 is in and of itself a memory. Pardon the existential pun in a way. So and especially without Sakaguchi being attached to it, that was Sakaguchi's swan song. Everything that Sakaguchi had built up in that series culminates in a big celebration within Final Fantasy IX. That's what Final Fantasy IX is. It's a celebration of that very particular era, that narrative arc, that development of games, man. So to try and play that back in another time, in a completely different time period, the decision's ignorant, and it's kind of spitting in. I know they don't really fucking care about honor, but it's like spitting in Sakaguchi's face a bit. I don't know how he might feel about it. I'm sure he won't be allowed to talk about it in any way that isn't positive, but it just feels a bit shticky to me. It's not like I was looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake either, but, you know, and Katase is not dumb, but it's like, how did we get from 9 to 16? Because something's very fucking wrong there. And you've still got Nomura, you've still got Katase, you've still got a bunch of the old schoolers, man, you know what I mean? And it's gone to shit. It doesn't matter how much money they've been throwing at it. It's just gone to shit. And they might be all right games, but they're not Final Fantasy games. Like they've stopped trying to innovate on their own on the Sakaguchi formula, and they tried the Fabula Nova Crystallis stuff, and it was just a fucking mess. So much development hell. When they churned out Final Fantasy IX in like a year to 2 years max, and it was being developed in tandem with Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy 15 emerged from development hell with fucking half the story missing and just no real soul. The ending is a complete gaslight on the player. We'll talk about the Final Fantasy 15 ending at some point, because it's emotional blackmail. What they do is a very dirty trick to elicit an emotional response, and it works, but it's a dirty fucking trick, bro. If you've completed 15, the photo, bro, dirty trick, man, dirty. I feel like we could apply this lens to media as a whole. Yes, man. Lately it's been all remakes and remasters, no new IPs, because that's financially unsafe. Yeah. not to take this on a rap. No, because you're absolutely right, man. And it's something I've been thinking about a lot because I'm doing that Final Fantasy 9 script, and I think Final Fantasy 9 is just such a good example. At such a pivotal point in the series' sort of development. When that Nvidia leak came out, we didn't get any whispers about Final Fantasy 17. Nobody's talking about Final Fantasy 17. Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. Final Fantasy 9 Remake. That's all anybody... And people are happy to talk about that, you know, but... What happened to the franchise that used to set the bar and innovate and try, experiment and do all the rest of it? And the obvious answer is, well, these days games cost so much money, it's hard to take that much risk. But it's like, bro, you know, it's anti-creativity, and it's like, well, when are we going to get back on course? When are we going to start moving forward again? Because you're absolutely right. It's a cultural thing at the moment. It's nostalgia checks are easier to cash. They're more reliable, but and it's so cynical, man. And I know this is the world we live in, but isn't it fucking sad that creativity is seen as undesirable within the studios that have the resources and the talent to innovate and experiment and stuff? Nah, man, we'll just run back 25 years in the past, man. You know what I mean? Jared says 9 was a salute to that console for that generation of gamers in that specific point in time. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying, man. The nod it gave was only a few years old, so everyone knew the references. You are pushing the 30-year gap, putting something that 100%. That's exactly the kind of tirade I go on. It's a contradiction. It's an anomaly. And the fact that they're doing it either shows complete cynicism and disregard for that fact, or they're fucking clueless and they don't recognize how absurd it is. My coping mechanism is that it's an opportunity to present a very good existential narrative to a fucking vacuous generation that might benefit from an existential romp like it, man. That's it, man. But at the same time, it's like, well, why aren't developers like me? I don't develop at the moment, but you know, why aren't we taking those ideas 25 years into the future and creating new experiences based on the things that drove us to become creative and think about things in a certain way? Where are all those games, man? It's like Undertale and stuff like that. That's kind of that, man. You know, it's sad, but it's, you know, it's not a mystery why it's happened, man. Is Marathon that Bungie title with it? I tell you what, I did really like that. I did really like the aesthetics. I did really like the aesthetics on that. But yeah, it's nothing new, man. It's just Halo Apex is the way I understood it. Look at this guy at the back. Hold on. Oh, damn it. There was a guy that was just part of the pre-render. Oh, he's become a real boy now.
Why not talk, Kimari?
Hey!
For 10 years.
Say something, pussy. It's because of Kimari's symbolic penis. These two are the guys that snapped his symbolic penis.
Can see Yankee and Biran's faces.
So small.
Kimari forget Ronso friends? We taught you much at time of Hornmold. Biran taught Kimari to be strong, Ronso.
Maybe taught too much.
Take him on.
Going, Tidus.
Oh! Take it outside. The tournament's starting. You hear?
Yeah, Kimari. Have a fucking bar fight with these two because they're teasing you. I'll just be here.
Have assembled here. to participate in this great contest of bravery, skill, and strength. All of these fine teams, equally renowned, deserve to win the cup today. Such is the nature of this contest. Let us, the spectators, play
Nice thing to say, but it doesn't really. You all deserve to win.
Let us sing to the glory of the winners.
And how do the Ronsos have a fucking blitzball team? Where do they practice? Because they live on a mountain. Next time we see those two that were bullying Kamari, they'll be on Mount Gigazet, right? But okay. Brings everyone together. I know that's a petty observation. I understand. That's what I'm here to do. Though. Yeah, point out insignificant little tidbits. I love this though. The big orb. Woo! A bit of water, a lovely bit of water. Do 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 do. Very we'll have to dive into just the existence of Blitzball because it's a lot more than just the card game of Final Fantasy X. Like water in and of itself serves a lot of purpose, but having a ritual sport like this, a play component to the culture is quite important as well. So I'd love to know how it came about, but using
Where in Spira have you been?
Blitzball
Yuna's been
is good to connect Tidus to
in exchange for her safe return.
from his
They want the Aurochs to lose.
origins to where he is now as well. So there's a lot of ways we can poke at Blitzball as well.
Anything drastic. But we shouldn't take chances. Let's go get her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this pattern.
This'll be no problem. They're telling the Aurochs to throw the game, as if they needed to. I mean, how good a team can they be?
Waka said the same thing. He'll take care of the game. We should go get Yuna. The Albed boat is in Dock 4. Let's go.
Okay then. So yeah, Spirit created an entire sport league that requires like specialized underwater breathing techniques in a world routinely destroyed by a fucking sea kaiju. It's like establishing a kite flying competition in Tornado Alley. You know what I mean? It's the definition of whistling past the fucking graveyard. It's not really just a minigame, but it's a good metaphor for how potential. Look at the size of that cunt, man. Ice and snow from the holy peaks of Gagazet have strengthened Ronso spirit. The Ronso fangs will win the cup. Any Ronso know that. I am little Ronso. It's a good old metaphor for how societies process collective trauma through spectacle.
Whoa, what are they?
Ancient machina salvaged by the Albed.
While Sin quite literally destroys like coastal villages, citizens will gather in a coastal city to watch men and women and tigers in tiny shorts kick a little ball around. It's a very human cognitive dissonance in a way. You know, it's this human tendency to develop elaborate fucking systems of meaning, even or especially when facing existential threats that they can't control, man. It's a literal bubble of denial. The underwater setting physically separates players from the world's problems. So the fact that Tidus excels at this sport is obviously not an accident. It's as an ontological kind of impossibility because of things we'll find out later. He naturally thrives in a space designed for escapism, right? He's essentially fiction excelling within a fiction. More hyper-reality bullshit. So Luca itself is kind of a bit of a spatial metaphor. It's not like it's not like Zanarkand or kind of like the rigid Bevel that we'll see later on. And geographically, Bevel has very interesting placement in the world, certainly, and it's not subtle. But Luca is pretty loudly representative of capitalism and entertainment. Lancet, it's essentially a fragrant coastal Las Vegas of sorts in a post-apocalyptic setting. Come here. It's a place where the constant kind of threat of annihilation is, well, apparently not, because they work really hard to protect it. It's the constant threat is processed not through prayer, but through consumption and spectacle, which is, you could argue, is indeed another form of worship. So it operates as a denial device, really, because the most these lot are able to unify is not under this rigid religion, but in something that faces in the complete other direction, or tries to. Well, not the other direction. That implies a complete sacrilege, but that's not what it is. It's the play element of culture, man. The architecture itself kind of reflects this function, man. There's like open plazas for people to gather. There's really fucking emphasized stadium structures, shopping arenas, and like we say, there's no temple here. There's notably fewer religious symbols than other locations. So maybe that's why what I was picking at when I realized that there isn't a temple in Luca. I think that's very kind of significant, thinking about it in that way. It's a space where the kind of the strict hierarchies of Spira's religious order kind of temporarily relax, and it allows for cultural mixing as well, which we don't see a lot of otherwise. Like the Al Bhed are here, and they're seen as being very sacrilegious because of their beliefs, man. It allows for behavior and exposure to other cultures that wouldn't happen. Certain things would just be frowned on in other locations. So it makes it a really good setting for these characters to begin questioning a lot of their predetermined paths, man. Yuna, I'll get to all this soon, obviously, but Yuna's going to begin to experience or desire personal experiences before other things that she's agreed to do, she's pledged herself to do. Tidus is going to begin to understand the truth of the situation, and we kind of going to get to glimpse Seymour's quote-unquote true nature beneath his religious performance. It's like all good liminal spaces, and not just like abandoned photos of abandoned McDonald's. That's not just necessarily what a liminal space is. A point between worlds, realities, whatever. But Luca is a really good. It's in a vacuum compared to the rest of the world that we're going to be exposed to. It's the only place that could really allow for identity exploration before characters kind of begin to commit to their personal narrative trajectories in a way. I sure love carpet and exactly fucking hell, man. Ooh, it's a liminal space. Ooh. Oh my god. It's an empty, wacky warehouse. Liminal as fuck, babe. The back rooms. Ugh, yellow wallpaper, liminal. Ugh, I certainly wouldn't put that wallpaper and with no windows. I can't see around the corner. I'm literally going insane. Yeah, Luca. Luca is a liminal space. All of it. Eat that, cunt. Oh, but why? What do you mean? Architecture? No. No, you spunk helmet. No, you fucking spunk helmet. Stop hitting the pretty man. Thunderbolt. Kazam. Eat tits. Eat tits, I'll break you to bits. You're a fucking liminal space. What? You're an abandoned McDonald's. Oh my god, a dusty ball pit. Backrooms AF. Oh, Kamari, I've got you. Oh no, I did equip it. We've got about a quarter of an hour left. But we'll be back for this tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get the Orin appearance, because I forgot about this fucking palaver with the Albed that I'm dealing with.
Oh, he'll feel that one in the morning.
He got pushed in his chest.
The referee doesn't call the foul. Waka's taking a real beating out there.
Racism. That's why. Did he ever sell Waka's bandana?
Still in there.
He won't last. Waka's always like that.
What a pussy.
Ouch.
Hey, look. This is funny. The TV up here, because this game wasn't originally in HD, right? So this TV isn't either. And because of that, they've tried to put the HD Blitzball match that's going on here, but it's been cut off because this TV isn't widescreen. So funny. So liminal.
Let's go, baby. Okay then, mummy.
I'm not your mum. I'm not your fucking mummy. Okay. You know me. You know me, Tomo. You know me, Tomo. It's funny they done that, man. They should have just kept the old footage, man. Step 3, step 4. What does it go to these days? Blue shield, cunt. Yeah, I'm not saving for this, man. I've got to fucking fight a crane or something. Or it's lowest right.
Let's go.
No, it seems about right. And it may jump. Oh! She's so gorgeous. Yeah, they send out like a blitzball machine to defend them. This is like to help them train at blitzball. But it's a boss now.
We can use this crane.
Is it? What for? Step 1 is reserved for crashes, soft locks, hard locks, bad compliance fails, and anything that fucks with save data in an irreparable way. Gotcha. So I didn't see what dialogue was. I think we need to shock it though, right? Need to use lightning on it or something. Yeah. Yes. Our crane seems to respond. Get him, boys. Hit him. Shock him. I don't really have anything to say about this boss. I mean, it's cool that we have some context. We got the crane thing going on. Crane jobs after you. But otherwise, I think this boss is only here because we haven't had a boss in a while. In terms of enemies to serve up, if the Al Bhed really wanted to defend this fucking thing, they should have planned something a bit better than the thing that they used to practice the sports. That's all right. It does have a little face, which is kind of fucking great. He just knows how to use the crane, which is fantastic. Manual labor. Yeah, I'm sure he's very versed in crane labor. Look at his little legs kick about though. Now we took his little peppercorns away, man. Drop that shit in the sea. Fantastic. And he's pretty much fucked now, which is great actually. We actually got that done. Oh, probably almost as quick as we probably could have done, which is great news. Great news. We did it. We did it. Exploded. Then we get wife back. Take her back, man. Just please don't destroy any more of our sports machines. That was liminal as fuck. that was awkward, man.
I hope you hurt them.
A little. A little.
Sorry. Just like that exchange. I hope you hurt them.
There were these Al Bhed that saved my life when I first came to Spira. They took me on their ship. Even gave me food.
Even gave me hot snack.
This was the same
Even
ship.
gave me Happy Meals.
But it's not.
A nice vessel though, man.
If they're all gone.
What happened?
I've not seen the art book for
Sin came up near us.
10, but I'd love to actually, because some of this tech,
What happened to their ship?
it's just so particular.
Was there anyone called Sid on that ship?
I don't know. They were all speaking that Al Bhed language.
Yeah, Al Bhed. They're all speaking Al Bhed.
Sid.
That Al Bhed language.
I never actually met him.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So that means you're Al Bhed too, Yuna?
On my mother's side. Yes. Sid is my mother's brother. He became distant after my mother married.
Random shot of Kamari.
I had to seek him out if I ever needed help.
You're worried he was...
Don't tell Waka about Yuna's lineage.
Oh.
About Waka, he never had much love for the Al Bhed.
Oh.
I gotta tell Waka.
I gotta tell Waka at once.
I told you not to tell Waka.
The game!
The big game. What? It's all right, man. It's all right.
30 seconds left.
I assume what Lulu did was I turned the boat around or something.
A long
Kaboosh! Nice one, mate. Time's up, fucker!
The Aurochs win the match 3-2.
We won!
We did it! We're in the finals!
What?
Not the most graceful win. If it was Chapu, he'd still be standing.
You're gonna have a fucking child with that man, so you just fucking get it together, man. It's not gonna be a healthy environment for the baby if you're just gonna be like, you fucking useless. If you were your brother who I was fucking before he died, he'd be a way better dad than you. Right, baby Waka?
Yes, mommy.
Hey, aren't you being just a little unfair?
Bit fucked. I'm like, you know, beautiful monsters and all that. We'll be lenient because she's gorgeous. But fucking hell, it's just not a good environment.
Excuse me?
Sorry, cunt.
I know I could never take Chapu's place.
You're the one who told Waka that, right, Lulu?
I don't know. Give her some time, man. She might try.
And I don't think Waka would ever try to take Chapu's...
You don't want to finish that sentence.
Being a bit difficult, Lulu. I'm not gonna lie, man. Listen, we all like a little bit of Lulu, but that was a bit much. She's got issues, man. The girl's got issues, and it's trauma. I get it. It's not because she's a woman, but she's just being a little bit, you know. Kind of problematic. She was fucking this guy's brother, and she's going to be doing bits with him as well. Because by 10-2, they have a kid with each other, and she's just like, you're fucking useless and weak. You're so much less than your brother was. Your sexy, big dick brother. Look at you. Can't even win a fucking blitzball game with grace. Oh yeah, you won, but... Oh yeah, you what? You carried everyone, but fucking look at you. Fucking look at you. Yeah, you won, but your brother would have won harder. He would have done a lot of things harder. And this little baby that you put in me.
Sure you all right, Captain?
Our child is a pussy.
Minutes. Sure you okay? We're playing the Gores, too.
Fish necklace.
Miss me?
Whoa. He's gonna come in with the Bugs Bunny muscle sauce.
Lady Yuna, are you okay?
And Lola Bunny's gonna go, wow.
This because of me.
Bugs Bunny has a
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry I got kidnapped.
How can you let some Al-Bhed kidnap you?
How can you let some fucking N-word kidnap you? Oh, I can't believe you, Yuna. If it were a white man, I'd understand.
Hey, let it go, all right?
Horrible.
Don't hear Al-Bhed anymore, okay? They're trouble.
You're trouble, man. Horrible, man. Those two, like racist, going with toxic and difficult, man. Lulu's not tried to beat the racism out of him. So don't mention Al-Bhed near Waka because you'll go off on a fucking rant again. Don't get him started. Don't get him started on the Al-Bhed because he, like, I'm happy shutting most things down, Tidus. But his racism is out of control. Like, if there's one thing we've never been able to convince him of, it's to respect people from other cultures. So the kid's gonna be raised to be a racist as well, unless something happens, man. That's why we stopped inviting back to Franks. Exactly, man. Shouts out to Alex Robinson. Alex Robinson's after you. I'm actually taking off in a minute, pet. But I'll be back tomorrow for more of this business. I had a gay old stream today, man. A gay old stream, and my hangover is cured as well. So I'll be able to do a little bit of activities after stream as well, man. I'm trying to organize my sample libraries at the moment, man.
Please, don't tell anyone about Yuna's lineage.
Right. Oh, we'll talk about it. So there's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack, this whole racism deal, because it's kind of implied that Lulu might not be a racist herself, but because the Al Bhed are considered blasphemers by the Church of Yevon, it's an issue. So it's a lot. We'll come back to it tomorrow. Long day at work. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, man. We'll be about tomorrow. It's good time to cut it off, actually. But I had a good one today, man. I had a good one. I was about 30% close to skipping today as well, because I felt a bit rough, but all good. All good. Real great. Real great. Thank you very much. I had a good one today. We picked up. I enjoyed all the rants around Kilika. And we got a lot to fucking talk about tomorrow as well. It's important that I stand near Lulu so I can unpack this church-sanctioned racism, because it's so on the nose, and it can be connected to things happening in the world right now. It's a fucking good playthrough, man. So we will have to do some more Final Fantasies after this, because I argue that this could have been the last Final Fantasy run we do, because after I don't want to do 12, man. There's not enough to really dig into. Pudgy did make an interesting case for 13, because I don't like 13, but it's, you know, that's mostly gameplay reasons and level design reasons. It's fucking boring. Have you ever beaten a Luca Goers out of curiosity? Definitely not the first time. I'm not fucking counting on it this time either. But we do have Jack Shot, so that gives us the advantage. 12 is pretty much just Star Wars. There's not enough stuff. Like, there's so much A to B open world stuff. Like, it does have a really fucking cool open world, man, but there's no patter, there's no banter between the party. There's big long breaks without any sort of character development. It's just not enough for us to chew on, because we don't really, you know, we talk about mechanics a little bit, but we don't. We're here to overanalyze the philosophical ramifications of these worlds and stuff. And Final Fantasy X is fucking prime time fodder for that stuff, man. So I'll consider 13, man, because you know, I'll consider it. But it might be good to do like 4, 5, and 6 as well. So we'll think about it, man. It'd just be sad if this was the last one, because this is such a fucking good way to leave off the series. But we extract a lot of value from these games, man. Just a single player 11. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's a shame, and it has a non-protagonist. Like Ash should be the protagonist of 12. You could just get rid of Van and Pinello. They fucking serve no purpose. Ash is pretty much the main character. I mean, it's going to be Baltier at some point, man. The reason, yeah, anyway. Van's only there because they needed a fucking sexy Bishonen protagonist, man. We can always do other stuff and come back to the series later. We'll do that as well, man. We're gonna play the thing you recommended this week as well, Tomo, because I think we're ready to put Schedule 1 on the back burner for now until some more content comes out. But we'll see. But I'll put up a few votes for games we could play around the weekend and whatnot. And And yeah, we'll have another games night on Saturday because good time. We learnt a lot. We're gonna put Jackbox in the bin. Fuck it, it's not cool enough. Not cool enough, man. Not cool enough. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. I'll be working on some Patreon bits in a bit. Some of you got access to that for freebies whilst I work it all out. I've given some people eyes on it just whilst I warm up, man. And yeah, getting my shit together for music as well at the moment. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm gonna go smoke a death stick and organize some samples. So I'll see you tomorrow, cunt. Nice one.